Welcome to UB Reactions, the place where we keep it real. Today, we've got some hot topics, so let's jump right in.
Yeah. You be in the building. Hey, vibe with Uncle Bino. Let's go. Now happy hour things, you know. Hang out with you, babe. It's our vibe tonight. Hey, laugh and learn. We're shining bright. Oh yeah. You be stories, life lessons tight. Hey, on the Uncle Beno show, everything feels right. From the streets to the world, we talk real talk. Vibes on the beat make the whole place rock. Happy hour flow with smiles non-stop. Sip and chill with you be the energy on top. You be stories dropping them every day. Wisdom for life, the African way. From the grind to the glory, hear what we say. Tune in now, don't delay. Hang out with you be, it's a vibe tonight. Hey, laugh and learn, we're shining bright. Oh yeah, you be stories, life lessons tight. On the Uncle Beno show, everything feels right. Join the sister circle. Oh, what a scene. CC Inca, honey, baby, and I'll be so clean. Talk love, talk life, talk dream supreme. Empowerment vibes, like a royal queen team. All of Sunday school when the beat gets low. Yeah, a moment of reflection, let the spirit flow. Men of God speaking wisdom, you should know. Faith and vibes on the Uncle Beno show. Hang out with you, be, come catch that light. Oh yeah, you be stories, keep your heart so bright. Yeah, join the sister circle, feel that fire. Oh yeah, Sunday school for your soul so right. You be nation, we rise together. Love and vibe forever. Uncle Beno show. Yeah, we outside. See it.
All right. Welcome, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to another fantastic show today. This is UB and the Roof Fam, and today we are doing a reaction show to what is going on with the Chris Okafor and the smooth victims involved in this story. First off, please let me know if you can hear me. Kindly drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Do me a favor, drop a 1 in the chat, people.
Can you hear me? I can't even hear myself. What's going on? All right. Let me switch this around here. Okay, my people. All right, please let me know if you can hear me. Can you still hear me? I just switched to my AirPods and I just want to take care of the background noise. Welcome, Sister Yinkus. Welcome, Abby, my baby girl. Welcome, Uncle Dio. Welcome, everybody. Please, can you still hear me? I don't know. Let me double check. Maybe I should go through my phone. Because if you can't hear me, then the story will be dead on arrival. I don't think people can hear me. Hold on, please. All right, can you hear me? Y'all do. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Sister Yinkus. So we are following up on the story of the one I called the smooth victims, and this story is getting wide by the day, my people. After our show yesterday, I went over to listen to Auntie Aduni's show, and For the first time, Achadini run that show for like 7 good hours. 7 hours. Achadini was on her seat for about 7 hours, man. Woo, that's a lot. But here is what's funny about all of this story. The show yesterday shouldn't be up to 7 hours. At best, that show should have just been like about maybe 3 hours, meaning the main story that brought people to that show is less than 1 hour. And maybe the new reaction might be like 1 hour. And then the people who call in to contribute could have been like 1 hour. But the story run all the way to 7 good hours. You know why? Because the lady who was sharing yesterday, the lady who goes by the name Debby, Deborah, she tell a 5-hour story to Auntie Aduni. Oh my God. That story was damn long, man. She started the story all the way from Australia, how she and her husband navigated their marriage, how they got to America, then how they made it from America all the way to Canada, all the abuse, and she tell us how terrible her husband was, how the man was abusive, how the man didn't pay rent, how life was difficult for them, how she was the hero, the main person in her family. This story was so long. And towards the tail ends of the story, he now dive into the reason why we were all at the show yesterday, which is how did you lost your husband or your marriage? What happened? What was Chris Okafor's involvement? What was Bashiru's role in all of this? Hey, thank you, Fire Before Fire SB. Thank you. Austria. Thank you, Ronald. Ronald, so you also pick up on the Martian hero. Please, guys, don't do me like this. It's too early for me to be laughing. I get flu. Man, don't make me laugh too much, I beg. So she tell all the tales and everything. And I think Auntie Aduni deserve her flowers because I know some people were impatient. They just want Auntie Aduni to get to the story so fast. Yeah. But Auntie Aduni, you know, I've told you, Auntie Aduni is a mom. And the way she handle her platform, she always speak from the viewpoint of a mother. So, and as a mom, I think Auntie Aduni did a great job because she was actually allowing everybody to tell their own side of the story. And somehow I'm glad that Auntie Aduni allowed the woman, Debby, to tell her story. You know why? I think besides the shenanigans from Pastor Chris and Bashiru and everything, that woman had been longing for the opportunity to tell her side of the story as far as her marriage is concerned. And in my own understanding, I think she just wants people to know what was going on in her marriage before it got to the point where she and her husband actually have to part ways. So, and I'm glad that Auntie Aduni listened to her and play all the clips. But there are 2 stories involved as far as the one she shared yesterday is concerned. There are 2 extremes. On the one hand, what happened in her marriage, and on the other hand, the Pastor Chris and Bashiru involvement. So there are 2 stories right there. And I think some of the people who watched the show yesterday, they kind of mixed it up. Some people are trying to examine the entire story from one single lens, and that brought a lot of confusion. All right. So to start in here today, please do me a favor. I'm looking at our channel right now. I'm looking at this show, and we have how many likes? Let me check. AI come up for road first. Everything is just AI these days. So we have only 6 likes so far. We got 23 watching. So please do me a favor. Just take like 2 seconds exit the chat, hit the like, and then come back. You know, right now I'm a gentleman. I don't want fight. If I no hit like, we will begin fight now. I will roll up my sleeves and I will begin gas boost with everybody. Oh yeah, make una they hit like. All right. Again, for those who might be listening to us for the first time, I'm actually streaming this right here on Uncle Beno channel, and I'm also streaming to Yiku's Pepe Talk channel. So if you are watching from Yiku's Pepe, God bless you. Thank you very much. Please hit the like. Now, we're going to dive into this story, but I want to do it this way because for the sake or benefit of those who have not been following the story from when it started, right now, we are not talking about Doris Ogala. We're not talking about Ebere. We're not talking about Oge Vibe. We are talking about the smooth criminals in Canada. Remember, I don't want to call them criminal. They are not criminal. Smooth victims, okay? We're talking about the smooth victims in Canada. On yesterday's show, either yesterday or 2 days ago, I introduced you to the smooth victims. And I said the number one on the list of smooth victims is Doris Ogala. The number two is Chris Okafor. Number three is Oge Vibes. And number four is Ebere. So we already have 4 smooth victims already. Today we're going to talk about number 5, number 6, number 7, and even number 8 smooth victim. All right. And the number 5 smooth victim here is Debby, the lady that shared her story yesterday. And the number 6 smooth victim is Debbie's husband, which we are yet to hear from. Why the number 7 smooth victim will be Bashiru Egbano himself. But how did we move from Doris Ogala and now we are talking about what went down in Canada? For those who don't know, the story started with Doris Ogala coming to social media and said Pastor Chris Okafor cannot leave her and marry someone else. And we thought it was a joke. And that's opened a can of worms. And since then, we have been navigating from one issue to the other. So with Doris, we get to know Ebere, we get to hear from Pastor Chris, then we get to hear from Pastor Chris's wife, and it keeps on expanding. Not until somebody showed up on TikTok. The man is called Jimmy. I don't know, Jimmy Jat or what, I don't know what he called himself, but the popular name we know him on TikTok is Jimmy. So Jimmy showed up out of the blues. Let me show you Jimmy, okay? This is Mr. Jimmy right here. Oh, Bros is even drinking his coffee. Hold on, let me allow you to see his face. All right, okay. Okay, so that is Mr. Jimmy. Out of the blues, Mr. Jimmy showed up. And Mr. Jimmy published a video first off where he went to Pastor Chris's church in Canada and he accosted them at the church. And we're all wondering, like, what is going on? What is going on? What happened? Before the video, the very day Ebere showed up on Atiaduni's show, Ebere spoke about one Bashiru Egbano. Yes, thank you, Abby. Jimmy Jat is DJ of those. I just know this man named Jimmy. Just leave me, Abby. So, before we knew it, when Ebere showed up, Ebere spoke about Pastor Bashiru. And Ebere said she used to be the girlfriend to Pastor Bashiru, and that Bashiru currently lives in Canada. So I guess that's what prompted Mr. Jimmy, the man on the screen right now, to pay Pastor Chris's church a visit in Canada. All right. We thought that was it until this Mr. Jimmy came back with a different story entirely that hinged upon how Bashiru Egbano, Pastor Chris' assistant pastor, destroyed 20 years marriage in Canada. And then we were like, wow, what went down? So according to Jimmy insinuated that Bashiru and the wife of the man who he destroyed the marriage were having an affair. Allegedly, it was from his mouth. But before I start everything, let me read our disclaimer. All right, so disclaimer. The content you're about to watch may include brief clips, images, or quotes from news reports, public statements, and social media posts. No copyright infringement intended. Also know that the Uncle Beno Show is for general information and entertainment purposes only. The opinions and views expressed by guests and commenters are their own and may not align with those of the podcast and the host. We cannot guarantee the accuracy, completeness, or reliability of the information provided. Only any decisions or actions taken based on this information are the listener's sole responsibility. Additionally, this content is not a substitute for personalized advice from a qualified professional, such as a doctor, lawyer, financial advisor, or other expert. Signed, UB. All right, thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we've taken that out of the way, I'm going to bring you guys back to what Jimmy said. And then we will move on to the last part of the 7-hour show Auntie Abini did yesterday. I went back to listen. Did you know that the entire story, the very part of the story that are interested to us, that we are actually interested in, is just 44 minutes. In fact, if I remove Auntie Abini's commentary, the whole thing is just about 29 minutes. Oh, the music is still playing? Oh, sorry, I can't even hear it in my ear. Sorry, my dear. I can't even hear the music in my ear. Sorry. All right, I think the music is gone now, right? So I just turn it up. So the entire story, the entire 7 hours of narrative you heard yesterday is just about 29 minutes. So I'm going to summarize the longest part and then I will replay the about 29 minutes and I'll get your view. But first, let us listen to how it all started. So for those of you who have been missing for the most part on this story, let me take you back to how it started. All right. Where we at?
Welcome to UB Reactions, the place where we keep it real. Today, we've got some hot topics, so let's jump right in.
All right. Thank you, everybody. If you haven't hit the like yet, please hit the like and let us enjoy this story. So here is Mr. Jimmy with how it all started.
Viewers all over the world. I'm sure you can all still recollect it's exactly 3 weeks when I visited Pastor Chris Okafor's church here in Toronto, Canada. And I promise you guys that I'm going to reveal what really happened. As I told you earlier, I have been investigating Chris Okafor far before the incident between him and Chris Ogala. I started investigating him almost 5 months earlier, before the incident that happened in Nigeria between him and the girlfriend, Chris Ogala. Please listen attentively and follow me. I may not end this series on this very video because it is going to take a very long narrative. It's going to be in parts. I'll call this one part 1. Yes. This is how Chris Okafor and his cohort, Bashiru Ogbano, that is his real name before he's been christened by Chris Okafor, that he now gave him a new name, David Okafor. It happened in July 2024. Chris Okafor got across to one of her church member who is now residing in Canada, that he is coming to Canada for a crusade and he needed her help. And this woman contacted her husband here, that they are staying together. As a matter of fact, the husband brought the woman to Canada. The husband brought that woman to Canada, and they are blessed with 4 children. Actually, their marriage is 20 years old marriage, right? And when this woman told the husband that, look, my father in the Lord is coming to Canada for crusade, blah, 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 the husband, key into it, being Christian or whatever, he key into it. To the extent that this family, they went and picked up Chris Okafor and his entourage that comprised of Bashiru Ogbano, who is now known as David Ogbano. They brought them in to Canada, cook for them, did everything for them, a very warm reception and all those stuff.
Please,
that's how how they take care of their Dio. Papa Dio is around. So when Chris came here, Chris now told this family that he's planning to open a church, which I refer to as a business center, here in Toronto, Canada. He now told this family, a very perfect family of almost more than 20 years now. He told them, look, I'm here with one of my pastors. His name is David Ogbano. He's going to stay behind. Please kindly help me to perfect everything about him to start the church here in Toronto, Canada. And they obliged. Pastor Chris finished his crusade here. He left and left Bashiru Ogbano behind with his family. Bashiru Ogbano started staying with this family in their house here in Toronto. A very mighty, well-furnished, a very mighty house. If I say mighty house, a very mighty house. Ogbano was offered a room to stay in that 6-bedroom mansion. And after a while, the issue of how Bashiru will start working in Canada, because Bashiru came in with a visiting visa. The document he presented to the embassy was that he's coming for just only 2 weeks visit. I have the document with me. But when he came in here, because of their plan of opening a business center, which they refer to as church, this family helped in perfecting the documents of Bashiru Ogbano in the way of a working permit, registration of the new business center here. This was done by that family. So Bashiru Ogbano got a working permit that will allow him to work here as a preacher in Canada. So now start staying with the family the first month, second month, third month, up to about the 7th month. So the man of the house, the husband of that woman now, was not longer comfortable with the relationship between Bashiru Ogbano and his wife. Sometimes the guy will come back home from work. He will ask, where's my wife? He say, Madam stroll with the pastor. They will stroll in the neighborhood together, all this stuff. As a matter of fact, the guy goes out to work, but Madam is always at home because Madam is working from home. So Oga will go to work, leave Madam and Chris Ogbano at home. So they became so intimate that Oga is no longer comfortable. Oga called the wife. He said, look, my dear, it's high time Pastor will go and look for another place to live. As a matter of fact, this man brought in 2 siblings of the wife into Canada with his own paper because this man is a citizen. He brought the mother of the wife, the mother-in-law too. So in the house, they are in the house comprised of the mother-in-law, the 2 siblings of the wife, and the 4 children, including this Pastor Bashiru Ogbano. So when he told them that, he told the wife, look, let this man go and look for his own abode. He has stayed enough. 8 months here. The wife said, no, he goes nowhere. So why? He goes nowhere how? How do you mean? That issue brought a quarrel between him and his wife. It was dragging for almost a month. So it got to an extent, the guy now told the wife that, look, this man has to leave my house. Because now it's either the wife is in the room of the pastor, sometimes discussing what he doesn't know. At the long run, Pastor Bashiru left the house. He got another accommodation in Toronto. As I told you, this will be a very long story because I see that it's almost going off with my 10 minutes. Yes, I hope you guys are following me. This is the part 2. And where I stopped was when Bashiru Ogbano was asked to leave the house by the host when he was no longer comfortable with his closeness and romance with his own wife at home. Because the wife now came to his defense. You know, it takes a very lengthy period before Bashiru could leave the house. Meanwhile, all this while, when this thing are happening in the family's house, he was talking with Chris Okafor in Nigeria. Like, Papa, please, tell your pastor to go and look for a house. He has stayed more than 8 months here. Please. And moreover, I'm no longer comfortable with the way his closeness with my wife. Because my wife now doesn't even listen to me any longer. Sometimes I come to the fridge to pick food. The siblings of my wife will tell him that, oh, please, that food is for pastor. The wife will come, that food is for pastor. So in my own house again, you're having a different food for pastor? No. So all this while, he was complaining to Chris, and Chris did nothing about it. So when pastor left the house, pastor got another accommodation in Toronto, and the family, they were in their home, but the guy stopped attending the church. He said because he's no longer comfortable with what is happening there, that he has seen that these people are not sincere. They are not sincere. and he has seen that what they are doing in that place is all fake. All the miracles, they are all fake, right? Because it got to the time this Chris Okafor asked church members to bring all the denominations of the Canadian dollar from 5 to 10 to 20 to 50 to 100. So you should bring it to church and sow it as a seed, that the following year, by that time, by a year after that time, that they will all become a millionaire. They all came with the seed, including this man too. He said he sowed that seed. Imagine bringing all the denomination of all Canadian notes from 5 to 10 to 20 to 50 to 100. 5 different denominations. They saw it, nothing happened. Right? Now, the pastor has left the house, but the wife still continue attending the church with the children. So the family now, the man of the house, the husband of the woman, got information that the wife always goes to the pastor's house. So at this particular time, he traced the wife's car and he saw it in the pastor's house. So when the woman returned home, the husband challenged her. Where are you coming from? The woman was trying to lie. He said, look, I saw your vehicle in the house of the pastor. What are you doing in the pastor's house? And she now said, yes, I went to cook for him. He said, you went to cook for the pastor? You have not cooked for me, your husband, but you have the audacity to go and cook for the pastor in his house. Hope is not what I'm suspecting, that you people are having affairs. That was it. What never happened before in their family happened that very day. The woman jumped at the husband. And the husband now pushed her away. For the first time in 20 years, they have never had such a quarrel. Unknown to the husband that the wife has a plan. Immediately, the wife picked the phone and called the police. They called the police, claiming that he was beaten, claiming that he had been in a toxic relationship, claiming that he's no longer comfortable with a man because of her life, and all those tales, all those lies. Allegedly. Then police came. You know the country we are. Police came immediately. And the husband was handcuffed, arrested, and sent packing. He was detained. Even at that moment, he was calling police or whatever. This man picked his phone to call the pastor. As he was talking to the pastor's off the line. He picked the phone again. He called Chris in Nigeria. Please, pastor, see what is happening to me. Chris listened and off his phone. He off his phone, and after a while, both Bashiru, the pastor here, and Chris in Nigeria, they block this guy's line. They block his line. This is how the man was chased out of his own house that he bought. He was chased out. But the shocker there is this. After 2 days that this man has been chased out from his house, Bashiru Okafor back into the house. He returned back to the house. Bashiru starts staying in that house with another man's wife and children. This man now has been banned, that he should not be seen 3 kilometers radius from the house, from his own house. And here we are. Bashiru is now living in another man's house with another man's wife and children. Chris Okafor did not intervene. Chris that brought the man to them refused to intervene till tomorrow, until his issue with Ogala came up. And that was the period I was investigating the whole issue. So when Doris Ogala issue came up, and also, so really, this is what these people have been doing? On in-depth investigation, I realized that the wife that Chris Okafor got wedded to of recent was the girlfriend of Bashiru Ogbano. Was the girlfriend of Bashiru Ogbano. And that is the same lady that Chris Okafor got impregnated, which means Chris was sleeping with his own pastor's wife or girlfriend, because I learned all members of the church knew the relationship between Chris Ogbano and the present wife of Chris Okafor. You know? So you can see the whole dirty stuff, episode going on in that place called church. That is not a church, it's merely a business center. Up to date, it's more than a year now that the guy has been driven out of his own house that he bought with his own money. As I said earlier, this is part 2. I am coming with part 3. And I'm sure that part 3 will round up the whole episode for you. Yes, I am back. This is the part 3 of how Chris Okafor and Bashiru Ogbano, now known as Pastor David Ogbano, destroyed a 20 years old marriage here in Ontario, Canada. Where I stopped, the guy that is the husband of the woman now has been chased out of the house. He could no longer access his own house. Nothing he took out of the house. It's getting to 1 year now that he could not access that house. As a matter of fact, he was even facing a lot of challenges because of the phantom lies heaped on his head. So the friends of this man now came together. His friends from Austria, where he lived before, his friends from the UK, his friends from here in Canada and the US, they came together that, look, we won't just be watching as things is happening to our own friend. Let us meet in Canada so that we can go and intervene on this matter. At least, let us go and meet the wife, because they all know the wife. I'm telling you, this is a marriage of 20 years with 4 children. So they have from family, friends, and whatever.
Chucky, you lie. You are coming.
And moreover, the mother-in-law is in that house. The siblings are in that house. Here in Canada, they were all brought in by this man. This man is a citizen of Canada. He used his papers to bring the mother-in-law, to bring the 2 siblings. So the wife, the 2 sisters, the mother-in-laws, they are staying in that house with this man. That's to tell her this man wasn't a bad person at all. Because if he's a bad person, he wouldn't have brought in the mother-in-law to stay with them. He would have brought in the siblings to stay in Canada with them. And moreover, he was one that brought the wife abroad. He went and married the wife in Nigeria and brought her abroad. And they have 4 children 20 years ago. So all the friends of the husband, they came to Canada, hoping to have a meeting with the wife to settle the matter. They were shocked when they got to the house. They met the pastor in the house. They met the wife in the house. They were chased away from that house by the wife. He doesn't want to see any of them. Is it fair? Is it fair? This incident makes me to remember the 4-way text of the rotary. The 4-way text of the rotary. Is it fair? Is it fair? As I speak with you, the guy has spent more than 1 year squatting from one house to the other here in Canada. This is a man that has a mansion, that has a very good job at hand. He lost everything. He lost everything. And here we are. Pastor Chris did nothing to intervene. And they are gathering every Sunday in the name of church. And you...
Okay. Okay. Please confirm if you can hear me once more. I just transferred my audio to Roadcaster, so I don't know. Please confirm if you can hear me. Now, we have a long reaction to do. And again, over here, we're just trying to extract lessons. We don't know any of these parties involved. Their story are just on social media, and we as Africans, as Nigerians, we are just trying to see how much we can learn from their incidents. I'm seeing all your comments. I'm going to start reading your comment shortly. Thank you, Auntie Grace. Thank you. M. Joes, you welcome, my lovely sister. Thank you. Sister Marital, how are you doing? I see you. Mine 4532. You're welcome. Now, let's get this interaction started, okay? First of all, this is the video that started it all. Like I said during my intro, I played this video for a reason. Yesterday, we listened to a 5 hours audio of the wife in Canada who goes by the name Debby, narrating her sides of the story. Shout out to you, my brother Chucky. You're welcome, Chucky. So we listened to 5 hours audio. I can't believe it. I listened to it immediately. I finished it yesterday. I was on my airport. I listened till I got to work. Even at work, I was listening all through. The story was interesting. And that's why I wanted to give Auntie Aduni her flowers again for doing a good job. I think at the point, people were trying to sway Auntie Aduni away from playing all the audio files. But Auntie Aduni played everything so that we can have a better understanding of what's going on. So like I said, these are my 2 takeaways from what happened yesterday, according to that story. I noticed the lady tell 2 stories in one. One part of the story is what happened in her marriage, all the way from Austria to United States to Canada. And the other side is what happened in her marriage as concerning Pastor Chris Okafor and Bashiru Egbana. Okay, so it was a 5 hours long story, and I listened to it all. And the reason I started with this man report is that he was the one who brought the story to the public. And having listened to the wife yesterday and listening to Mr. Jimmy now again, I think Mr. Jimmy is reporting from a brotherhood standpoint. If you agree with me, drop 1 in the chat. I think he's reporting from a brotherhood standpoint. He's reporting from a place of defending the husband. He's trying to expose what really went down, but at the same time, his concentration was on what Pastor Chris and Bashiru did If you agree with me that Mr. Jimmy was doing brotherhood in this report, drop 1. If you think the report wasn't brotherhood, he just reported what he observed, drop a 2. Now, let's keep it moving. There are a couple of things that the wife confirmed based on Mr. Jimmy's report. All right. Okay, Mario said Mr. Jimmy is reporting what the man said. I agree with you, Sister Mario. That's just how I see it. I think he's reporting what the man said, and he also, I don't know, but I just feel like the reporting is one-sided. But actually, he brought to light what was going on in that marriage and what happened in Canada. And he also confirmed what the wife said yesterday, that they are living in a mansion in Canada. I haven't been to Canada, but I have a lot of friends in Canada. I think I have like 3 friends in Canada. And now here at the Real Farm, I've lost count of how many Real Farm members we have in Canada. I don't live in Canada, but from what I understand about the real estate in Canada, housing is very, very expensive in Canada. If you live in Canada, please confirm. Even to my understanding, their houses in Canada is even way expensive than the houses we have here in the US. Like you can have the same size of house in the US that you can be paying maybe $3,000 mortgage on. In Canada, you will be paying close to $4,500 or $5,000. All right. So for those who live in Canada, you can confirm that. So from Mr. Jimmy's report and what Debbie said yesterday on Auntie Adoni's show, they are living in a mansion. They are living in a mansion. And when I heard that yesterday, I asked myself, like, with all the struggles, all the financial struggles that Debbie painted the picture, how are they able to live in a mansion in Canada? So please, our Canadians, this is your time to educate us. What is it like to live in a mansion in Canada? Okay, yeah, Sister Marriott is a Canadian, so I'm gonna go with Sister Marriott observation here. All right. But I know my friend, my own close buddy, lives in Canada. And when he was going to buy his home, when he told me the price, I'm like, Jesus Christ, Benga, I won't even dare try it too. So Sister Mario said, 10K mortgage, keeping up with their fantasy. So the bottom line is that housing is very, very expensive. Mine 4532 said, yes, but not all houses are 10K. They were paying 10K per month at a point, and the wife is not working, and he seems to have an unstable business. Exactly. So when I listened to all that story, that is where I started frowning at their source of income. Please, for those who are watching from Africa or Nigeria, here, one of the biggest part of our monthly expenditure is mortgage, rent or mortgage, depending on if you are living in an apartment or you bought your own house. No be moi. People usually consider their finances before they decide on what size of houses they're going to buy. And for that woman to say they were living in a mansion, I keep asking myself, it took me a while before I can even move away from that narrative of living in a mansion in Canada of all places. And from all the stories she shared about their journey all the way from Austria to US to Canada, this woman painted a picture of a family who are kind of struggling financially. Are you getting my point? So, but matching our story with Jimmy's story, one thing is certain, they're living in a very, very big house. Okay. Now, about Bashiru and Debbie's involvement, I drop a poll on our YouTube channel right now. Please cast your vote. I see we have 20 votes so far. And the vote says, I asked, do you think Debbie and Bashiru are having romantic affairs? The one Abby said, I should change to sexual affairs. Abby, don't start. What's the difference between romantic affairs and sexual affairs? Abby never start to leave me alone. Abby, just leave me for my corner as I did today, okay? So my poll question is, do you think Debbie and Bashiru are having romantic affairs? And we have 22 votes so far. 91% said yes, and only 9% said no. I'm sorry, I have to agree with the 91%. So far, so good. The impression I have is that, yes, they are having an affair. It seems they're having an affair. Now, you may want to ask, Yubi, how did you arrive at that conclusion? First off, from Debbie's 5 hours long story, I noticed Debbie was doing MTS. Okay? I noticed Debbie was doing MTS yesterday. For those who don't know what MTS means, I have explained MTS on our channel here before. MTS simply means manipulation through storytelling. Manipulation through storytelling. Google it, you will see it. It's not something I pull out of my bum. Okay? Manipulation through storytelling is all about telling a compelling story in order to sway the listeners. It's not about persuasion. It's about deliberately telling people's story so that they can have empathy. They can begin to see things from your own lens, and they can begin to agree with you, even though it's obvious that you weren't telling all the truth. So Google it. MTS, manipulation through storytelling. That's what she was doing yesterday. And how would you know somebody is doing manipulation through storytelling? When an explanation that could have taken maybe just 20 minutes, as soon as it's dragging to 1 hour, 2 hours, it's becoming a very long story. People are beginning to furnish you details of what more or less are irrelevant to what you want to know. They are using MTNs on you. So when I listened yesterday, I knew that woman was doing manipulation through storytelling. Now, how did she manage to manipulate people with her story? She tells a story of abuse, a story of that. Her story yesterday was like almost 85% abuse story. Please, this is Yubi and the Real Fam. Over here, we allow people the freedom of speech. You know, you can express yourself. The only thing is we don't do trolling, don't fight anybody, but you can agree, you can disagree with me. It doesn't matter, okay? That is how we roll over here. So to me, she was telling a story that is 85% based on story of abusive relationship. And you know how the internet works these days. As soon as a story is all about abuse, marital abuse, almost forget to. God save the man involved in that story. Okay, now here is it. I am not saying she wasn't abused in her marriage. I am not saying she was lying. She wasn't lying. In fact, I left it in the comment yesterday during the live show that I believe her story. I just have reservations in some areas of her story. Okay? Honestly, I believe her story. And I observed yesterday that that woman has been looking for opportunity to tell her side of the story for a very long time. You know how it is when people divorce abroad. Yes, when you divorce abroad, as a man, you are likely going to be the one to leave the house. Trust me. Ask people who live for abroad. As soon as you and your wife get quarter, now you go end up leaving the house, especially if you people have children. And God help you. If the divorce has anything to do with domestic violence, bro, from the very moment your wife called police, that will be the last time you will ever step in your house. I'm not exaggerating. Ask people who live abroad, they will tell you. Okay? Here in abroad, one of the lessons I want my fellow brotherhood to take away from this situation is this. Yes, in marriages, there are going to be problems, there are going to be issues. But don't ever, in any way or anyhow, don't ever allow DV to be part of your divorce story. Don't, especially when you live abroad. Women nowadays, they know how to play the game. If you and your wife are having issues, and your wife is pressing your button, like she's pressing your button real bad to the point that sometimes you got frustrated, you feel like, make I reset her ear with one dirty slap. Bro, don't do it. And if you notice your wife is doing that thing, is becoming consistent, bro, that woman don't leave you for that marriage. She's just looking for a perfect excuse. She needs evidence of DV so that she can fry your bum. So if you notice that anytime you and your wife are having misunderstanding, she's acting in a way irrationally that she wanted to get you to even slap her or do anything, bro, run. Run. Okay? If she venture called police on you, I will say this once again. This is not Africa. This is not Nigeria. If your wife call police on you, from that very moment they take you out of that house, that will be the last time you ever step on that house. Especially if the woman is bent on taking everything from you. Your ass is done. So, Debby told a story with 85% abuse. And the story Debby shared from Auntie Aduni's platform described all range of abuse. Financial abuse, Debby said on multiple occasions, this man never paid rent, he doesn't pay school fees, he doesn't pay that, I'm the one who is paying this, I'm the one who is paying that. And I'm like, for real? In this abroad? In a marriage you've been in for how many years now? Close to 20 years? This man doesn't pay anything. He doesn't take care of shit. You are the one paying everything. Auntie, will you get the... Oh, sorry. I don't want to make her be no go charge me money. But I was pissed at that point. Please, women, let me also dish out this small advice. Maybe it can work for you. Yes, marriage sometimes don't turn out the way you wanted. There's always going to be issue in marriages. But once you resolve to telling only negative stories about your husband, some of us, we know that you are full of bullshit. Yes. If you've been with this man 10 years, 15, and all this story you have to say, as soon as I don't divorce, he's a terrible man. My husband, he beat me in the afternoon, he beat me in the evening, he beat me in the daytime, he kicked me, he yelled me. My husband, he do this, my husband, he do that. Auntie, how many life you get where somebody will abuse you for this long? Because according to the story Debby shared yesterday, I don't know, maybe I'm the one who is not listening long enough. I do not hear where Debby even mentioned the fact that they have like 1 week or 2 weeks without the husband being the devil. No breathing space. It's always from one issue to another, And then I kept asking, you people don't live in Nigeria? How? So, I think Debby tell a story of 85% abuse. Now, listen to me. I am not saying she wasn't in an abusive relationship. Yes, she is. She suffered. She did a lot. But remember what they said about women. You can be taking care of a woman for 10 years, paying all the bills, buying her clothes, doing everything. You are the odogun, doing everything you can do. If something happens, a woman take care of you for 3 months, bro, everything you have done for the past 10 years, some really terrible woman will reduce everything to that 3 months that they take care of you. And I'm sorry, Debbie, if you are watching this right now, it's just the story you tell. That's how it came across. At least that is how I observe it. So that is on the one side. Now, coming back to the question I asked, if you think Debbie and Bashiru are having romantic affairs, to me, I think yes, they are. You know why? Sometimes when some women are cheating with a man, an alarm blow. If they really value that man whether they cheat with, anytime they are judging the case, no matter they judge the matter, they will be protecting that their cheating partner. That their cheating partner will never do anything wrong. All the story will revolve around protecting that cheating partner. All the story Debbie shared yesterday, according to what I hear, Debbie was protecting, shielding. What else was she not doing yesterday? Debbie was doing everything to make sure Bashiru appears as an angel. Yes. And the more she's trying to make Bashiru appear as an angel, the more she threw her husband under the bus. I'm sorry, you are free to disagree with me. Like I say, this is just my understanding. So, yes, they have something going. With the type of toxic relationship Debbie described she was having with her husband, I don't think they are even having kerewa. If you listened to that show yesterday, do you think they are having kerewa with the kind of toxic relationship Debbie described? Hey, Joe, please, Biko. Let me know. Help me check. Make it not be say, now my head, now no the right place. Sam, you are asking, how did 4 children come? The same question you are asking is what I'm asking, because the way she described that relationship yesterday, that woman is not talking like they are even having anything to do together. Hey, shout out to my mom of 5. How you doing, my lovely sister? Sue of the Most High. Okay, they had a 3-year-old at the time. With what Debbie described yesterday, it doesn't sound like she's having a really good time with her husband. It's like they are always moving from one chaotic situation to another. Now, Bashiru started living with them in that house. And if there is something you should notice yesterday, from all the story that Debbie shared yesterday, there was no time their case was so terrible like what she described happened as soon as Bashiru became a teen in their home. Bashiru, if you get to see this, we're just going by what you guys put out there. And why I think these people are having romantic relationship once again is that I listened to Bashiru phone call to Auntie Aduni, and as soon as Auntie Aduni mentioned Debbie and her husband, Bashiru became defensive almost immediately. Bashiru started telling Auntie Aduni, I called you. I am the one who called you.
I've spoken to Debby and I gave her the go ahead to speak with you. I'm like, wait. What is going on? Oh, I don't understand this one again. I will play the audio, you will hear it now. Because it's all making sense now. And I noticed from that phone call that Bashiru had with Tati Aduni that Bashiru almost instantly don't even want anybody to talk about that side at all. That what Bashiru was trying to do on that audio call to Auntie Aduni, that right there is what a man who is not a victim would do. A man who actually chop where he knows supposed to chop, that's what he would do. Say, I don't want to talk about anyone. I called you, or I only want to talk about Ebere. Let this conversation just be about Ebere. Yes, I gave Debby the go ahead to speak with you. And I'm like, what the heck? Debby now have to take permission from you, Bashiru, to speak with Auntie Aduni. I don't know, maybe I'm becoming old school, but for one thing I know for sure, when people are wrongly accused of having an affair, they don't do coordinated defense. Both the man and woman, at that point when they were accused of having illicit affairs, both of them want to clear their names as fast as they can. Nobody will have time to do anything like coordinated defense. Because you know why? You know why there is no need for coordination? Because it didn't happen. Please let me know if you get my point. Because it no happen. I'll give you an example now. Who have you take the example? Yeah. Wait. Hey, let's say somebody like Simbi. You know Simbi, my lady, right? My co-host. Or let's say somebody like Abby. You know the way Abby and Abby, they chase me, they come after me, they pursue her, they argue up and down. So let us assume one day somebody just come out of nowhere and say, did you know Abby and UB, they are sleeping together? Guess what? I don't need to call Abby or Abby call me to say, hey, see what they are saying, no? Okay, go ahead now. Just prove, show us where it happened. There is no need to even shalaye yourself. But when you are guilty, when you are very, very guilty, that is when it's so quick for you to say, hey, CB, this is where they talk now. See, when they call you, see what you go tell them. Hey, myself, I go come talk like this. So when Bashiru said, yes, I've told her she can talk to you, I'm like, Bashiru, are you her husband? Who the F are you that you have to be the one to give a married woman permission to speak to Auntie Aduni? And why are you so cranky? As soon as Auntie Aduni mentioned the issue in Canada, boom, you were cranky. It is what it is. Well, let me come to the chat and then we will dive into this matter more and more deeper. Please hit the like. Let me check first. If the like no come up, I'll remove my cap right now. I remove my head warmer, come begin the swing. We have 23 likes and 80 people watching. Tori alone. Nigerians, do I have to call Pastor Chris on you before you like this video? Make I call Pastor Chris? Or make I call investigative journalists? You know we have two investigative journalists now. We have journalist Oge Vibes and journalist Jimmy. If you don't hit like within the next 1 minute, one of them will investigate you. All right. Please help me keep the likes up. Help me keep the likes up. Abby, you're not serious. Abby say remove your cap. Do I need to remove my cap before I like the video? Abby, when I won't defend Bashiru. All right. So Sister Maria put a question down in the chat. Sister Maria said, what is your relationship with Bashiru? My husband asked Mr. to marry him in 2009. Sister Maria would not do like this. I beg now. I don't tell her. I say, I know they sound enough to laugh. I don't want to laugh. Sister Mario, take time. Hey, Didi, Diaspora Diva, how are you doing, my lovely sister? Didi said, my own was the $1,000 and $1 million I was hearing. I beg, Canada people, is that how you are making money in Canada? Didi, help me ask you. When I hear say that they live for mansion, I'm like blood of Zachariah. What part of abroad me I can't they live now? These people, mansion. Hey, what am I doing in Texas? Budaro. Kangari. Or is it not Kangari? They call that state in province, right? In Canada. They have Kangari. They have a Toronto. I beg. I want to pack money the way they pack money for that country. All right. This is UB and the Roof Farm. Keep it coming. Let me take some more comment real quick. What's up, Zilla? How you doing, my lovely sister? Zilla said he stomped on her stomach on the 4th pregnancy, but I hope the baby survived. Did he then go to the hospital after this altercation? My sister, story long. Uncle Patrick say, at Real Farm, the bottom line is before anyone stays in your house, both you and your husband must agree. It doesn't matter who the person is. Uncle Patrick, in this case, I think they both agree. I think it's just because they are all crooks. Their hand no clean. I think that church, when they won't start for Canada, even the Mr. Kayode himself was interested in that church. He knew they were going to make money. Now, business, now they go do for Canada. From Chris to Bashiru to all of them, now business. Things just don't work out the way they expected. But I think in terms of Pastor Chris and Bashiru coming to live in that house, both of them agree to that. Where is Bashiru? Bashiru's wife is still in Nigeria. Mine said when someone is guilty, they become overly defensive. Absolutely. Sue of the Most High. Sue said, who is this Debby? Bashiru. Oh, Sister Sue, you have not been following the hottest Nigeria gist. It's the continuation of the Doris Ogala and Chris Okafor drama. So Debby is the woman who she and her husband accommodated Pastor Chris and Bashiru in Canada. So now everything has gone haywire and we are just analyzing it. All right. Let me now move on to, let me introduce you guys to Bashiru, okay? Auntie Grace said, because she might be covering her own shame of messing with Bashiru. Yeah. That story was too long yesterday. That story was too long that I know I'm going to forget this thing. Uncle Patrick said, most times, if there is no DV, police will have the man to step away from the house, probably sleep in the hotel or somewhere for some time until everything died down. Yes, sir. But as soon as DV involved like this, bros, keys your house, bye-bye. You are not coming back. Oh. M5 said, I believe she was clearly having an affair with Bashiru because she was just covering for the, Python. All she was doing yesterday was to cover up for Bashiru, and that was crazy. Mario said, I'm upset. Trudeau forgave all those business loans. These people had no employee or office space, 120K from taxpayer purse. I divest. Oh, my sister. It's so unfortunate. We are dealing with the same thing over there here too. Here, the day I found out that many of our so-called white people and many of our black sisters too. Many of them who know how to apply for government assistance. Government is actually paying part of their rent or mortgages. I'm like, Jesus. So the rest of us, we are just working for some people to be living large. And all those people who are living on government benefit, now then they use the best car. Now then they go on vacation pass. I don't date this country. How many years? I never go on even one cruise. And I know people wait there on government benefit every year, now that they go cruise. They go do video shows. I'm on a cruise. They go start them. Right now, I'm eating chicken chalapilo with cinnamon pie. And it tastes so good. I usually look at the Hilary Buruku, now my tax money, now you take eat chicken chalapilo. So, you know, just like when I told one of my colleagues, say, guy, I'm not thrilled about your country. Forget that shit. I came here, I'm working my butt off for some people to be living large and living free. Every year when I see my W2, fear they owe me. I'll just ask myself, where is all this money? But it is what it is. Many people, these people now, where they live from mansion for Canada, and the woman, they talk them. Hey, my husband has no job. My husband has no work. I'm the only one working. I'm the only one do this. And you are living in a mansion. Does that woman even sit back and think about what you were saying? One bros called in yesterday. Sorry. I'm out dry. One brother called in yesterday. Why Egbo like that? The Egbo spoke, and I love what he said. He said these people are living on criminality. Your husband, they do visa for people. They process document. You know, get no identifiable job. You yourself will be woman where you they run your mouth. Papa. I think one time she said she did IT. The other time she said she no get job again. I can't even follow. And you are living in a mansion. Make it make sense. These are the people that are tarnishing the images of Nigerians abroad. Because they are not even working as much as the rest of us. That is why she and her husband have enough time to say that I'm accommodating Bashiru. I'm accommodating. The woman said it yesterday. I lost count of how many times she said, I'm providing accommodation for people. People live with me. Pastors come, they live with me. This one come, they live with me. That one, I'm just like, really? Everybody lives with you? Auntie, which kind of parole you they run? We did this abroad together. Even though I don't live for Canada, but I know there are some shady, stupid, nasty things going on. Oh, this one come me live with me. That one come me live in my house. I've always been accommodating. Auntie, tell us the truth. You are using. Make I know open their business. It's none of my business. Let me just keep it moving. Sister Marriott, no trigger me. It's crazy. Mine said, how would you not have had a personal account that only you had access to? The man was just collecting, and there was nothing you could do. My sister, I tell you, she was telling a story laced with MTS. Manipulation through storytelling. That was all she was doing. All those stories where she they tell you now, that woman don't cook up that story for a very long time. I am not saying she's lying about the abusive part of the story, but here is what I want to say about that abuse of a thing. She herself, she's an active participant in that abuse. Hello, I know say this one feels some sister, but let's call it what it is. With the amount of toxic relationship that woman described yesterday when Atiaduni was describing that, was playing her story. Let me ask you now, sister, if you are watching, will you stay in that type of marriage for 20 good years? Or how many, 16 or how many years where she describes? So just tell me, use your church mind. Tell me in the chat. I will highlight your comments. As a woman, with the amount of toxicity that woman described yesterday, will you stay married to that man? Remember, there was a time she said her husband went to Nigeria for politics. And she said their husband was in Nigeria for maybe 1 year or 2 years. I don't even know how long. She said everything, no rent or mortgage or feed or everything. And she did do everything all by herself. She also describes a situation whereby everything where they buy for Nigeria, land, everything, the husband squander everything, stock, everything, their shares, the husband wasted everything. Tell me right now in the chat, as a woman, will you allow that man back? Will you still be in the marriage beyond that moment? Biko, just be honest with me. I'm not dream brotherhood. I'm not saying the husband is not abusive. In fact, let me break it to you. From what I gathered so far, it seems like that her husband is from Ondo State. From what I gathered, that Mr. What was the name yesterday? Is it Kayode or something? It seems like the husband is from Ondo State. Or am I missing it? And yesterday, I heard when she mentioned Pukpuru. If her husband eats Pukpuru, that means her husband is likely from my area of Ondo State. If her husband eats Pukpuru, it means her husband is either from Okitikupa, Ilaje, Apoi. That should be it. So I think the husband is from Ondo State, maybe Waterside area or something. Okay? And why I'm bringing that into the conversation is that if truly her husband is from Ondo State, that thing she said about her husband having hot temper is right, 100%. I don't know them. I don't know the husband. But if truly the husband is from Ondo State, he eats Pukpuru, that means the husband is from my area. Oh, Chucky say, which one is Pukuru? Is fufu. Pukuru is our own local made fufu. It's the same thing, it's made from cassava. And as soon as I figured out the husband is truly from Ondo State at that time, I knew that all those things she's talking about, the husband being aggressive, the husband being hot-tempered, the husband fighting with his client and other, I know she's not lying about all those ones. You know why? Because I'm from there too. Yes, thank you, Didi. Pukpuru and Obemarugbo. Those are our native food. So I just figured out that the husband is either from my area, either from Ikale, Ilaje, or Apoi. The husband should be either from that three. And that thing about having hot temper, going crazy, fighting, the woman is not lying. You remember I was vulnerable with you guys there on UB and the Road Farm. I told you, it took me a while to actually manage my own temper. So I know she wasn't lying. And for you, if any woman here, if you are married to people from Ondo State, it's not all men from Ondo State. In fact, men from Ondo State, the vast majority of men from Ondo State, they are usually gentle, they are calm. The only thing is that don't try to take them for granted. If you are married to an Ondo person, as a man, don't try to take him for granted. The vast majority of Ondo, they are calm, reserved, but what they want to do, they are belly, okay? But when it comes to hot temper, when it comes to bows, when it comes to fire for fire, now our team. Shebi una watch this guy, this with a guy, what's his name? Sheyilo. Una watch Sheyilo interview, Abi. You see how Sheyilo was vibrating, defending Tinubu? How Sheyilo was saying, I'm from Ondo, I'm from Ilaje. Nothing anybody can. That is just the way we are, okay? We get grace where we're. Even me, where they follow you talk now. Now, grace of God, now I take calm. Grace of God and love. Now it make me take calm. Can't begin to manage my temper, everything. I can't begin to develop defense mechanism, know when to react, when not to react, when to take a deep breath and all of that. So I knew when Debby said her husband, they flare up anytime, me and England, I know she wasn't lying. That is absolutely true. Now, another thing, because I knew at a point yesterday, even in the chat, some people are saying, why people are not looking at the abuse? Why did she say that long? Yeah. Let me tell you this. I understand why Debbie might stay very long if truly her husband is very abusive. And my understanding is coming from what I know about people from Ondo State, especially men. Ondo men are very good at taking care of their wife. Yeah, I'm not bragging. It's just the way we are. That is, if you meet Ondo man that really want to hustle and work, we have some Ondo men that they are very selective. So if you are married to some Ondo men, before you carry them come abroad, make sure you have long conversation. Some Ondo men will come to this abroad, they know go do care job. If you think say your Ondo husband will come abroad, you go tell and say, man, come go to pack shit. Now lie you, man, go to change that part. Eh? You know they happen. No? So please, that's another lesson you should take away from today's show. If you know your husband is from Ondo State and you move abroad and you want to bring him abroad, have deeper conversation with him. Look, for me, I know God brought me to this abroad for a reason. You know why? I never have it at the back of my mind that when I come to this abroad, I'll be working with patients, that somebody can actually poop and I'll be wiping their butt. Never. But see how God works with miracle. When I come to this abroad, the first set of job that most people started with abroad is CNA, nursing assistant. Now then go they change people, bath them, change their pampers, help them with activities of daily living and things like that. That's usually the job that people started with. When I come, God knows, because when I left Nigeria and come to the US, I still have money in my bank account in Nigeria. The first set of job where I get, if na CNA job, now I take start, I swear, I don't go back to Nigeria. I would go back. I swear. But as God will have it, the first place that I work was Austin State Hospital. My patient where they work with, now walking, talking with, they call them. They feel move, they do everything. Now people will say maybe some of them, they smoke by now, they end up there. So we don't need to shower them. We don't need to change that part of everything. So that really helped. That is where I worked for like almost 2 years before I went to nursing school. So when I went to nursing school and graduated as a nurse, when you they work now, sometimes you are caring for your patient and the patient just has a BM. You don't have time to call tech. Maybe your tech, they don't give one person, they give them maybe 6-7 patients to work with. So right now, if I'm providing care and my patient just come, I go wipe, do everything. Even they bother me again, it's nothing again. But I'm sharing this with you for you to know that if you are married to an Ondo man, we know they take nonsense. So there are so many things we won't take. And that is why I give God the glory for the kind of wife we may I marry. My wife now, Moibo, I don't know. She was able to figure the whole thing out and she was able to work with me. My no, no. If I say no to something, if you like, carry cutlass, put for my neck, it's still no. I'm not saying you. It's from the Ondo thing, If I want, you see how me and my sister will go back and forth on this place. If I want to say something, even though you put hand, block my mouth, I go still talk him. So I kind of understand Debby. When Debby was saying her husband, Nakmanya, initially I don't get it. But as soon as she said, oh, we do pupuru, then we do marubo, I'm like, what? Hold on. He be like, say, no, don't man, this woman go marry you. Sister Temila, they never start to, I beg. Sister tell me why now. That they say, oh, don't man is stubborn. I'm proud. I'm so sorry. That is who we are. But anyway, let's come back to some other thing I discovered while listening to Debby yesterday. Also yesterday, Debby did not realize that while she was telling that story, tried to convince Auntie Aduni, I think Debby underestimated Auntie Aduni's intelligence. I beg, make una help me give Auntie Aduni flower for chat first. If you really enjoy the good job Auntie Aduni is doing, please drop flower for her. I really, they pray for her all the time because it's not easy to handle cases like this. I suspected that when Debby was telling those stories, She thought she was able to convince Auntie Aduni with the way she was sharing the story. So Debbie said, in everything, Debbie said she had been abused severally. My husband broke my finger one time. My husband do this at other time. Then Auntie Aduni said, I need evidence. Send some evidence to me. Proof of abuse. And Auntie Aduni said she never received any proof of abuse. Now listen. I am not saying that man did not abuse Debbie. The way Debbie described that man, if that man is truly like that, Debbie go don't shop slap tire. And I pray that man is not someone that stammers. If Mr. Kayode happened to be a stammerer, hey, wahala go dey. If Mr. Kayode turns out to be a stammerer, I'm just trying to imagine what their house will look like. But anyway, that is by the way. Debbie was getting her energy from Bashiru. What I want to say now, I'm sorry, apology to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Apology to my Muslim brothers and sisters, but I have to say it. Bashiru is a Muslim. He was a Muslim. Let me put it that way. Bashiru is a Muslim that converted to Christianity. Bashiru is not an ideal Muslim to Christian conversion. Hello? Let me repeat again. We have a lot of Muslims who have converted to Christianity, and we have some Christians who have also converted to Islam. But here is the thing. Somebody can convert to a Christian and still carry some of the attributes of a Muslim. Bashiru is a double-faced man. I'm sorry. Unless he want to come and clear himself when it comes to this issue of messing with another man's wife. Bashiru is double-faced. Bashiru was using Debby, and Debby still don't know till now. Both Bashiru and Pastor Chris Okafor, they are using Debby. Debby don't know. Bashiru, to me, added fire to whatever is going on between Debby and her husband. You know, women talks. We've covered a lot of things here. Go if you watch many of our videos, you would have heard Uncle Patrick, Uncle Dio, many of our uncles here. They've spoken here about why men should listen to their wife when their wives are complaining. You would have heard my uncle spoke about that here a lot. And I've also spoken about it, even as a young man myself. I learned that lesson real quick in marriage. If you are not listening to your wife, if you don't spend time with your wife, so that your wife can sit by your side and tell you story, tell you how she felt, tell you what you are doing wrong, tell you her pains, tell you her expectations and all of that. As a man, if you don't take time to allow your wife to talk, freedom to express herself, over time, when your wife found someone else who can listen, that person where they listen to your wife will become her advisor. Mr. Kayode has a lot of fault in all of this. I know because of the fact that as the story broke out now, the popular narrative is, oh, Bashiru, he scattered their marriage. Now they push the man out of his house. The man is losing his house. The man is... We all felt pity for him because we all live in this abroad together. Having a house in abroad, no be moi moi. Having a home in abroad, na gbese. All of us na gbese with the put for neck. Myself speaking to you right now, I'm a homeowner. I know what's up. Many of the people watching us here, they are homeowners in abroad. And if you think, say, oh, you are exaggerating, I beg, people where they chat, make them talk. It's a lot. When a man buys a house in abroad, that man signed up to pay gbese for the next 30 years. Every freaking month, money go to come out. Meaning that as you are working, those mortgage will be the first thing that is coming out of your paycheck every month. In good homes, both husband and wives will work together to ensure that they are paying their mortgage adequately. They don't want any mispayment. So it's a lot. So when husband and wife have issue and they divorce, and the man has to leave that house, is for those who really don't have large income, large savings or something. It's like you taking away what they have worked for. So when you see people who live abroad, when you see them brag about owning a house abroad, no be moi moi. Yes, na gbese, but na proud gbese if you know what you are doing. Okay? So anytime husband and wife fight abroad and divorce happen and the man has to be thrown out of the house, it's a big deal. That is why you go see men who go unalive their wife at times. Because it's almost like all the sweat, all the pains, you are taking it away. And I'll give you one more background to owning home abroad, what it means to men and women. When you buy a house abroad, for the first 10 years, when you buy that house, your mortgage could be, let's say your mortgage is $4,000. Do you know how much goes towards your capital as you are paying the mortgage? Only about $400. That's what goes towards your capital. Inside 4,000, just imagine for a minute, both man and woman, just imagine, you work for a whole month. You carry $4,000, go pay your mortgage. Now only $400 be the credit will come towards the house. The remaining $3,600 we go towards interest and escrow. We go towards interest and your property tax. For the first 10 years, do this rough calculation in your head. $4,000 every month for 12 good months. How much is that? That is $44,000. That is $44,000 a year. Multiply that $44,000 times 10 good years. What do you got? You have about 440,000 naira or something, $440,000, right? Now, you and your wife marry una did this house for 10 years. Because from 10 years henceforth, whatever you are paying now, more will go towards your principal than your interest now. The more the years you pay, your interest will be coming down. So more money will be going towards your this thing. Now tell me, let's just even say 400,000 every year. You pay this thing for like 10 years as a man, and now you and your wife come fight. Your wife, some wife will buy you off. You lost. So that is why it's always crazy. People always sympathize with men When it comes to the husband and wife don't fight, they don't kick him out of his house. People will literally have sympathy for the man. All the people where you see where they talk now, a lot of people are pitying Kayode because it just be like everything where the man work for, he just disappear like that. So now that is by the side. Let's now come to Debby herself now. Debby don't know what she's messing with. Like I said, both Bashiru and Chris Okafor, I'm sorry, they don't give an F about that woman. They are just waiting for her to sell that house so that she go sow seed from the proceed from that house. Now here we go day. Now here we day. I'm telling you, she go sell that house. Bashiru and Pastor Chris Okafor, they go collect their own share from that house. Oh my God. Hey, shout out Sister Oyi. Sister Oyi say, yep. So guess what? When you have extra money, pour it into your principal. That way you gain ground and reduce the number of years of mortgage. That's only if you have lay around cash. God bless you, my sister Auntie Oyi. Because I think we have to clarify some of these things for our people back home. Many people back home really don't understand the dynamics of or the complexity of how we live abroad. So for people who might hear this story, I know yesterday some people they are dropping comments on the Auntie Aduni show. They were like, hey, Auntie Aduni, you are playing down the abuse. You are playing down the abuse. That woman has been abused for long. I just say, oh, like Fagbo. Yeah, she's abused. No woman should endure abuse or anything. But why is she there that long? Tell me. I asked a question here now. Nobody even answered the question. I will ask the question again. As a woman, if you listen to the toxic story where this Debby shared yesterday, will you be in that marriage for more than 4 years? Just tell me. Will you be in that marriage beyond 4 years? Tell me now. No, you won't. Many of the sisters with me I know, with that amount of toxic relationship, Debby was describing from the audio where I heard yesterday. Most of the sisters with me I know, they're not going to that marriage past 4 years now by fire, by force. And she was there telling all those stories. But let's ask ourselves. Why that long story? Why that long story? To me, she told that long story as a way for her to tell people that her husband is a terrible man. And she tell all that story just to deny her being involved with Bashiru. But when God won't catch her, like I said, the way she was telling the story, I think she underplayed Auntie Aduni's intelligence. You know, I told you guys, I not just they follow people anyhow. When I follow people, I go don't listen to them. I go don't see what I want to see. We go make me talk, say, yes, this person, I respect this person, man, they listen to them. Auntie Aduni is very, very intelligent too. When I know lose, say, and that auntie will turn on camera, she's very intelligent and very smart. Auntie Aduni, even while she told Auntie Aduni all the story, Auntie Aduni still went ahead and do her own findings. And if you remember yesterday, Auntie Aduni said she saw a picture of Debby and Bashiru. And that picture is not a picture a married woman could have taken with anyone else if something is not going on. And this bros here, our investigative journalist, Mr. Jimmy, remember in Mr. Jimmy's video, Mr. Jimmy said Debby and Bashiru, they work together. For those in Nigeria who don't understand the significance of that, you see that working together, most Nigerian couples, they know they do them here in abroad. Only few couples, now they do them. And it's very, very good. It's a very healthy practice. You and your wife just walk around your neighborhood. It's like a routine. You walk. It's a form of exercise. A lot of men don't do it. But my brother, if you don't take anything away from this show, here is lesson number 3 you should take away. Spend time with your wife. You see, that walk around is very, very good. I started walking around with my wife when we bought our own home. I know they do it before. I no go lie. I'm an African man, African traditional man. Now money I define. I don't know what be the significance of walking around to hold your wife hand. When I just the work, say wait happen. When I live for apartment, I see you both they do, but I just feel like we any here, boy anybody. When I no get this, who want to they walk up and down, walking down. But after I bought my own house, and we start living in this beautiful neighborhood and everything, and I see young couples like me and my wife, they'll come out, they wear everything. One day now I tell my, I say, babe, maybe we do like Oyinbo, maybe we just go walk. We walk round. By the time I check my stepping app, my wife and I will walk over 2 miles. And it was fun, so refreshing. We were walking, we were gisting, we were playing, you know. It just be like when we were young, single. And since then, we no stop. Anytime when we just free together, we don't grab each other's hand. We don't go waka. Even now, sometimes we just go waka so that we can run away from our children. If it is weekend, evening like this, once my wife don't carry her trainer, I don't go pack my own. We don't cut her here, babe, we are mogo. We go run, leave them. But how does that factor into this story? This man say Debby and Bashiru that they walk around. They'll go to walk around. And I don't want to believe this man in the first place. When Mr. Jimmy said that, I don't want to believe him. But after I saw how much energy Debby put into defending Bashiru yesterday, just to paint Bashiru as an angel. And then after Auntie Aduni showed picture of Bashiru sitting comfortably inside another man's house, carry phone, pose. And then Auntie Aduni come talk, say she actually have picture when they take together. I start asking myself, I'm a man. Which man he go be? Tell me on this live show now. This is no matter of brotherhood. Which man will it be that a man will be walking around with your wife? They go stroll. I be wearing which kind of madness be that? All that tells me is that Debby and Bashiru literally drove Mr. Kayode mad. No, now let that one seeking. Sister Yinka, why are you like this now? Sister Yinka, go back to work. You know they make me laugh. Sister Yinka said Debby and Bashiru were doing married folk things. Oh, Sister I no get energy. I think I'll beg you. Okay. Cash 3079 say, I don't agree with this analysis. Absolutely, Cash. You are free to disagree, honestly. I'm even sharing the link now because the story never finished. Me, I like to do my own review after every episode from Auntie Aduni. So that's my link. Anybody will get different view, you are free. But just remember that this is UB and the Real Fam. Here, we don't do the regular YouTube thing. We are like a family here, so you have to be respectful. Most of the members of this channel, we have some kind of unique relationship. So we come here to just look at issue, analyze it, have fun. That's just it. We don't come here to say we won't talk or blast people or throw people. So far you are not doing that. You are always welcome. All disagreements are welcome. This is just my own observation, okay? I may be wrong 100%, all right? So my point is this. Remember when I said Bashiru may be called a pastor today. Bashiru still remain a Muslim as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sorry, this is not to denigrate Islamic religion or anything. Why am I saying that? When you look at the way Pastor Chris Okafor is moving, and all the things that has happened in his church and the relationship they are having in that church. If you follow the Ebere angle of this story, where Ebere is sleeping with everybody, even Bashiru himself dated Ebere. Ebere is now claiming she had a child for their own senior pastor. Their own senior pastor, the person that converted Bashiru, is not a man that is worth emulating. That is not a man who is a true Christian that can tell you, say, I convert somebody from one religion to another, and the person he converted, we embrace the principle of Christianity. That's what I'm saying. As far as I'm concerned, Bashiru is still an impostor. I'm sorry. Unless he want to come and clear himself. He's still an impostor. He's still a Muslim who is just going about claiming to be a pastor. Everything he did inside that house, a real man of God, a real pastor, a real man of God will not be in a house, and disaster will be in that house. Please, those with biblical knowledge, you are free to chime in on this one. You cannot have a true man of God in a house, living in a house, and the husband and wife in that house, they will be tearing each other apart. The only time you can have a man of God in your house and your house is crashing down is when that man of God takes side or is part of the people who are putting fire. A true man of God will even leave that house. If he try to mediate, say, sir, Mr. Kayode, as a husband, you have to do this for your wife. You have to do that. Did you listen to the story yesterday when the woman was talking about how they expose everything to Bashiru, that she is the one who has been taking care of their feeding and everything in the house? What did she say Bashiru said? He said, Bashiru said, no, I cannot live in a house where a woman is paying for the food and everything. Please tell me, let me pay. I have to start paying for this. I have to try pay for that. Do you think that is how a man of God will move? No, thank God. You know, say, I know they get involved in Sunday school because I am not a pastor. My own Christianity, now Moses type of Christianity, now I get. Bas boss. So I know they dabble into it. But as a Christian, tell me now, if as a Christian man, husband and wife fight, secret can't come out, say, now wife, now in they buy food, now they buy everything for that house where you don't they live for 4 months or 5 months or whatever. What would be the first thing you want to do? Will your reaction be, I can't stay in a house where a woman will be paying for food? No. What point is Bashiru trying to make? Bashiru is trying to belittle that man. Make una no verse. Okay, my voice don't be loud. I'm gonna say this way, they don't get under my skin. Just tell me, please. As a man of God, even let's leave man of God out of this. As a matured man, you are living with somebody. Because this thing, like I've told you over and over again, we are extracting lessons so that you can use it later in life if you find yourself in this situation. Imagine you left Nigeria and you are living with a brother in the US. The brother is married with his wife and they harbor you, they put you for house. You don't date their house for 4 months. And you see, say, wala, the day between the husband and wife. One day, Kasala boss, the wife can't say, hey, no be me, they buy the food for this house. I'll be feeding everybody in this house. Sis, everybody, hey, you husband, you not do anything in this house. You, as a man, tell me in the chat, what will be your first reaction? Will your first reaction be to say, sir, let me start paying in this house. I have to start paying. Hey, lady Burukware, you madman. You've been living in that house for how long? You don't even pay a dime. So it was that moment that they are having boss. That is when your brain now tells you that you want to start paying in abroad. I don't know, maybe you guys understand what I'm saying. Bashiru was belittling that Mr. Kayode in front of his wife. I am an unknown man. I won't lie to you. I think I understand that Mr. Kayode more than before now. I am an unknown man. If you try that bullshit with me under my own roof, you are leaving my house that very day. I swear to God. Now that Mr. Kayode, now he no use his head well. As a man, as an unknown man, you undermine me in presence of my wife. You where I have a put for house where I buy as the head of the home. Me and my wife get kata. My wife going to talk, say, I be feeding everybody in this house. I be paying all of that. And you as a man, you where you not get shishi, where you take visiting visa, won't take established church, you can't get mount. That was the moment you now think, oh, let me teach this man how a man should behave. You now come to me and say, Mr. Ben, I'm a man. I cannot be under this house where a woman will be paying for our food. Where I swear to, I will give you dirty slap first. That Bible where you carry come, I go take and wipe your head first. Who the fuck are you to tell me in front of my own wife that you can't live in a house where the wife is feeding the home? What lie? My for I'm sorry, Uncle Dayo is here. I've been no one get to this one, but the more I'm looking at the story, the more crazier it's becoming for me. Uncle Dayo, how are you there, sir?
Uncle Beno, good evening, sir. I'm fine. Thank you very much, sir. Just calm down, please, because there are ways that this thing can get under your skin, particularly when you put yourself in that person's situation. I realize what kind of insult and sublime disrespect that has been dished out to him under his own roof. Of course, you get triggered. So I can understand how you're feeling, sir, but just take it easy, I beg. Honestly,
Uncle Dayo, if you know what some of these stupid Nigerian men have done to their fellow men in this abroad, many of these Nigerian men that will come over, that when you don't get abroad for a while, you will say, oh, let me just help. If you know the kind of mess some of them have created in many homes, when you hear all this story on social media, some people are not really telling you what is really going on deep down. So, Uncle Dayo, it was a situation here. I don't know whether you listened to that story yesterday. I know this is a story that everybody, when you listen, you can draw different conclusions. Me, I'm just analyzing it from how I take here. Mr. Kayode is wrong at so many levels. Yes. But the bigger mistake he has made was him and his wife thinking they can use Pastor Chris and Bashiru head. Not knowing that Pastor Chris and Bashiru, they don't take for this game. That was his own mistake. But I still believe this Bashiru is, in fact, is the main guy that busted everything in that marriage for them. He is the one that is listening to the wife. He is the one that is acting as a pastor to the wife, and at the same time, acting as a brother to the wife, and at the same time, acting as a secret lover to the wife. Mr. Kayode don't even know the magnitude of what he was facing. We are men. Exactly. Let's talk today. I know some sisters might not understand this thing I'm explaining right now, but it's different for everybody. You cannot undermine a man under his own roof. Shebi, when I heard the story yesterday, did Debby said it or she did not say it? Didn't Debby say that after that food saga and everything, that was when she don't understand what happened to her husband, that her husband lost him. She talked yesterday now. People won't understand. And that is why sometimes when we tell women, say, you not go feel understand how some of these things be for us men. It go be like say we exaggerate. Just like we cannot understand how some things look for women. I believe that's how they cannot see some things from our angle. So, Uncle Dayo, please, at least, let me take older man, I look him. Wife, fight bust out between husband and wife. Wife say, now me don't they feed una for this house since. I don't they buy food, do everything. You know bring money in it. And then the man where you harbor for house, person where no get paper, where sneak, he won't take stay. Person where you they feed, where they live free under your roof. The first way will come out of your mouth be say, as a man, I cannot be eating a woman food. I cannot live in a house where a woman is feeding the house. Tell me how much I have to pay. I need to be paying from now on. Uncle Dayo, what would be your reaction?
First off, what both Pastor Chris and Bashiru came to do in Canada, they already planned it in Nigeria before they got to Canada. And they were careful to pick their victim. They picked the right victim that they know they want to use. And they implemented their plot. And the woman, being the most vulnerable of the two, they were able to use her to get and kind of achieve their aim. What happened was that somebody that wants to come and establish a church in a new country that you don't know anybody, does not have anybody there. The parent church, now this is how ministry works. Let me just take it a little bit further for people to really understand how churches can plant churches in other countries. This is how it works. When a pastor sends a minister to a particular place to go and establish, the salary of that pastor that is being sent, the well-being, its welfare, its well-being for the period of him being there until the church that is setting up is able to stand on their own, will be paid by the parent church, and then they'll be sending him regular allowances. Sometimes it takes 1 to 2 years. Constantly, they'll be sending him everything that he needs because they know that he's on the mission field. He will need finance. In fact, they may even be raising money for him back home, sending it to him. So I do not understand why he has to stay there for so long, to the point that until the man of the house have to chase him out, that's when he now left to go and get his own house. Something is wrong there. Now, back to the question. When the wife said that she was the one that had been paying for this, blah, 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 blah. You see, one of the qualities of a man of God is wisdom. Any man of God that you see, we are problem solvers. If a man of God cannot solve problems, you are not qualified to be a man of God. Because Bible says, follow peace with all men. By your peace shall men know you, that this man is a man of God. Not by what you say, it's by the way you live your life. If there's any issue around you, the first thing that you must do as a man of God is to settle that. In fact, the reason why I want to agree with Mr. Jimmy, the one that you played the video earlier on, that this was a business enterprise, was because when this matter was happening, one would have expected Pastor Chris or Bashiru that is there physically to have called either the husband or the wife to order. Hey, I cannot be here and you people will be having this issue. You must have tried and do everything possible to settle whatever is happening between the man and the wife.
Exactly.
And they can even threaten them. If you people cannot resolve it, I cannot be found around a situation like this. It costs my calling to questioning. I will move out. That's what a real man of God would have done if he could not resolve it. But if staying there to the point that the man has to now forcefully evict him from the house due to all what he was doing with the wife, to me, it does not qualify him to be a man of God. It's just a business enterprise, as Mr. Jimmy has said. Because if not a business enterprise, and them seeing that their plan is working out as the way they want it, it should have moved out from that place so long ago. And as a topping on what he's doing now, he now finally got the wife also, snatched it from the husband after destroying their home. To me, it is all a scam. And for you to know that he's not alone in this, even the own pastor that sent him there was cooperating with him at the expense of the man that was even believing them to be their pastor, calling them when this matter was not going on, as if, Pastor, please step in. I'm having a problem with my wife. Please, they ignore him. Who does that? Uncle Beno, you can now realize, even though Mr. Kayode has his own several faults, yes, he has not been doing what a man supposed to be doing with the wife. But the victim here that is being preyed upon is the wife.
Yeah, and the wife is not suspecting.
No, the wife was actually enjoying it. Was actually enjoying it. But she was the one, she's the weakest link. Can they manipulate the man like that? The man will have seen through them. But the wife, being very, very vulnerable and being very, very gullible, she was being manipulated and she does not even know it, to the point that she said more than 5% of her story just to protect her lover. Who does that? Secondly, is that even before Mr. Kayode lost it, how could you, in a home that you have a husband, you prepare food, a special food for the pastor, not for your husband, though, and your husband just opened the fridge and said, "Where is food? He wants to eat." You say, "No, don't touch it. It's for the pastor." What? Without telling you? See, if you must do that, you will have told your husband first. That's the first sign of respect. Babe, I want to prepare special food. This man said he doesn't want to eat so, but he said he wanted to eat this. Please allow me to prepare this food for him. Your husband must be in the know. But because of what's going on between them, she does it without any reference to the husband. That means she has already lost respect for the husband. Sir.
God bless you, sir. Just finish. I wanted to add something to what you just said now.
Because she's not responsible for the husband completely. She no longer regards that man. If that Bashiru is truly a man of God, as he was saying that the woman is now no longer respecting the husband and the woman is now giving him more to him, he's supposed to have stopped it. Because you cannot be in their house to come and destroy their marriage. They are living peacefully together for 20 years, only for you to come into that home and the marriage scattered. Are you really a man of God, a man of devil? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Uncle Dio. Thank you, Uncle Dio. I just wanted to add to what you said about that food. You know that point when the woman said it yesterday that the husband went to the fridge and then no, I think she didn't even mention that. It was Mr. Jimmy that mentioned that the husband went to the fridge and they told the husband, "Oh, that food is for pastor." Walaita, oh God. The level of sea finish in that house, the level of sea finish. The man of the house, una no make provision for your own food. They make provision for pastor food. Uncle Dayo, I know say you are a man of God, but may we take clear eye look this matter. For people, not even the wife, even people living in the house, for them to be bold enough to tell the man of the house, say, that food is for pastor. Like say the man a boy inside his own house. Really? Really?
The highest form of disrespect in your own home. How low could you go as a man in the house? How low could you go that even people living in the house, they are no longer regarding you?
Hey, shout out to my sister Cherish Olivia and Peanut. When I went on Jari, this case is drama, big time drama. Please, ladies and gentlemen, we just want you guys to understand that you see what is going on with this story. It's applicable in so many homes. God just won't bring these people matter come. We'll just take and learn. It's applicable in many homes. If you are a woman and you are listening to this show right now, please, I know we are in an era where it is all about equity. We are partner in this marriage. We are equal. You are equal. I know we are in that era. But auntie, remember, your husband is still your husband. You got to respect that man. I don't care whatever is going on. You got to respect your husband, especially an African man for that matter, especially a Nigerian man for that matter. We don't care your degree. If you like, be a space engineer. If you like, just follow Elon Musk. May you go visit Jupiter. I be whatever planet one I want to go visit. Come back. As far as you are married to us African men, we are still the boss of our own home. Nothing anybody will tell me. We married you because we love you, because we want to do life with you. Yes, there's going to be issue in marriages. If your husband effed up, auntie, treat your husband fuck up. I got your back 100%. But do not, I'll repeat again, do not belittle your husband by allowing a third party, a non-entity, to become somebody under the roof that your husband provided. I am not going to support you in that one. No, I'm sorry. Here in abroad, Mr. Kayode, he might have a lot of crap it is going on. Maybe your own house will not clean. Maybe do over. I don't care. Mr. Kayode is the man of that house. All this stupid shit that Bashiru did in that house. I no see man when they born and raised in Nigeria, where another man, where he accommodate, go do that kind of bullshit under his nose, and the man will not lose it too. Unless they don't put the man for bottle. African Massive say, even when you marry white woman, thank you, my sister. That's a very good question. When you say, even when you marry white woman, here is the thing. Me that I'm talking to you right now, I am not married to a white woman, and I don't see what it will make me marry white woman. If you dash me white woman for free, I know they marry. No disrespect to white women, no. The reason I will not marry a white woman is because a white woman will not understand my culture and tradition. Yes. And that is why we always preach it here. Marry person where go understand where you are coming from and how you person where go feel embrace your values and beliefs. Marry that person. As a woman, marry that person. As a man, marry that person. Let's call it what it is. If you dash me white woman for free, knowing what I know now, I know they marry. Even if you dash me black American women, knowing what I know now, I know they marry. And no disrespect to those beautiful people. You know why? Because our culture no go, our cultural values, it will not align. We go clash. I am an African man, born African, raised African. I am born to provide, to protect, to nurture, and I am born to be the head of my household. Now, I am not born to be a dictator over my wife or to disrespect my wife. No, that's not what we are saying. I am simply saying that there are some things that you as a woman, you must know if it constitutes disrespect to your husband. And there are things that you, the husband, must know if it constitutes disrespect to your wife. In this case right here, all the BS where Bashiru do in that house, both Bashiru and the man and the wife, they disrespected Mr. Kayode. Mr. Kayode, we have never heard the side of the story. It seems that him himself is as crooked as the rest of them. But with what me I see so far, they disrespected that man too much. They disrespected him. What manner of disrespect for a man to go to a fridge in his own house, and you are telling the man, that food is for pastor, under my own roof. Man lost one. You, that visitor, you are leaving my house that day. Oh, long more. God know you are leaving my house. So please, sisters, marry somebody who can tolerate what you can offer. And as a man, Marry a woman who can offer what you want. And tell them, not be say everything go be lovey. Tell them from the get-go, these are my own values. So when it comes to marriage, auntie, what will be your own value? May we compare them. If you no go work, make everybody do their own level. Okay? Mr. Comparable Fact, how are you doing, sir? Comparable Fact. I don't think you follow issues like this. So
what's up, UB?
I'm good, sir. How you doing?
Long time, I just let me pop up and see what UB is talking this time. UB and his ladies.
It's a different case this time around. We're just reacting to a situation that is going on involving this Pastor Chris and his assistant pastor in Canada, what they did to a man and his wife in their home in Canada. I don't think you follow this type of stuff, sir.
Well, it's not that I don't, not necessary, but it's always, sometimes I listen to you, I don't really come in, but because I've not come in a long time, I just say, let me come and say hi, it's not that it's not my best kind of topic, but, I listen to you, it's very entertaining. So having said that, even some of the previous ones, that enumerated here, I listen to them, but that notwithstanding, I said, let me just come in and say hi, and give, you see a brother, almost nearly assassinated in Edo State. I don't know if you're following that story, but I don't want to change the topic, okay? So
no, I'm not even following them right now. It's because many of us are following this story.
No, this is more important. I just want to come say hi, that I just listen, okay?
Thank you, my brother. I'm going to reach out to you because I need you to come and do some analysis with me on the Nigeria elections and moving forward. But I will let you know, my boss.
All right, thank you, okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, man.
Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving. I know me saying there are some things that we can't tolerate as African men. I know it's going to hit a chord. All right. And I understand it's going to hit a chord, but it is what it is. Do not disrespect your husband by using or allowing a third party to do the job for you. It don't make sense. What Mr. Kayode saw in his house, from my own understanding, are two people ganged up against him. And it has gone too far before he even wake up, say, oh, wahala don't day. Wahala don't day. But Uncle Dio, because I don't know, Abi, Asante come up, I won't go follow the rest of the story. Auntie Aduni don't come live. Abi, let me know when Auntie Aduni come live for Abeg. Okay? Okay, now Uncle Dio. Hello, Uncle Dio. Uncle Dio. No,
yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay.
I can hear
Uncle
you.
Dio, I don't know if you listened to the whole show at Uncle Auntie Aduni platform yesterday. Did you listen to everything?
No, I did not. It was a long show, Uncle Beno. I did not.
It's a long show.
Your recap has really freshened it for me.
Let me just play, make people just hear Bashiru. I'm going to play what Bashiru got to say when he was on the phone with Auntie Aduni. Make una hear how Bashiru says he don't want to talk about anything except Ebere. That Ebere girl, Ebere don't suffer for this man they handle. And now she put herself like that.
She is now the central victim of all of them. Both Chris Okafor, Doris Ogala, investigative journalist, Bashiru, all of them. She's not the central victim.
As much as Ebere pissed me off, sometimes when I see the way these men, especially when all of them just suddenly focus on Ebere, I'm just like, okay, what the heck? Like, because when after Aduni spoke with Bashiru, she spoke with another man, and that man actually gave a context on everything going on with the Ebere Bashiru situation and Pastor Chris Okafor. None of them is holding Pastor Chris Okafor accountable for what he did, but they were so easy to drag Ebere. Oh, she was sleeping around, she was messing around. What about Unadadi Gio that messed with Ebere? How is it difficult for you guys to point that out? That, hey, Father Gio. But no, everybody is just Ebere. Well, let me play that audio. Make una hear.
Welcome to UB Reactions, the place where we keep it real. Today, we've got some hot topics, so let's jump right in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You be in the building. Hey, vibe with Uncle Bino.
All right. Welcome back. My sister Cherish. Sister Cherish said, Pastor Chris Okafor is a fake pastor now. See, Sister Cherish, if our church people come meet you, well, why did you call our own Papa Gio fake? Oh my God. All right. So, mine said, forgetting that he who enter public toilet automatically become public toilet. Now, so my sister. Sister Yinku said, likes are free. Oh, I beg, make una like. Oh, if una no like, we go fight. That one a sure banker. Xbar said, this content creator is sick and not intelligent. He's a liar. That is why he's making a disclaimer. Thank you very much. Oh, are you Pastor Chris' assistant, Abi Bashiru? Which one you be? See them. That's why we can't even see your name. I see X Bashawan. Oh, I've been a Bashiru Ogbana be this.
Uncle Ben, that's how this man was cause being a nuisance yesterday on AA show. He has not come here.
Bashiru be this so at X Bash 01.
He has not come here to be a nuisance.
That Bash 01 go be Bashiru. See, Bashiru, if that is you, I'm willing to extend the invitation to you. Just check the chat. You will see link. May you come. Now, Bashiru be that. So you can come and explain your side of the story. Okay? But if that is you, Bashiru, the only thing I can tell you is that you are lucky to get away with the rubbish you did with Mr. Kayode. So, Bashiru, if that is you, I would love to have a conversation with you. Make I tell you her now. Oh, he said, yes, it's me. I'm a truth sayer and I hate people who spread lies and says
Uncle
it to
Ben.
us as truth. Bashiru, now you be that. Ooh.
Uncle Ben.
Yes?
Your audio is off.
My audio is on. No.
Uncle Dio, is Uncle Ben's audio off? Sounding weird.
Really?
I can hear him. Oh. I can hear him very well.
I cannot hear you yesterday, Abi.
Maybe it's me. Okay.
Okay. So that is you, Bashiru. Oh, wow. I love that. Ooh, let me share the link. Maybe you will call in. That would be interesting. Okay. Let's hear your side of the story. No worry.
Uncle Ben, I think...
What do you talk, Uncle Ben?
Yeah. I think I really like, if he's the one, at least let us hear from the office mouth. At least be able to tell us what we don't know, so that we can be able to have a balanced judgment. Thank you.
Okay. If you want to come, you can come. But this is what I can tell you. If you are really the Bashiru or if you are his friend, here is the truth, my brother. That bullshit you pull up with Mr. Kayode, I don't know how you and Mr. Kayode's wife are able to suppress him. Because if he is true the Ondo man where I know like myself, I swear to God, you will not leave that house without half of your head broken. I will go to jail. But you will live with the rest of the damage where I go cause for you. You will live with it for the rest of your life. So either you are Bashiru's friends or something, you can take this message to him. You guys are lucky to get away with the rubbish that you guys did in that man's house. I'm not to blame the wife. When I use pastor cover the wife eye, so it's understandable. You know now, we want somebody is regarded as a pastor. Nigerian women are very respectful. They go put the person for pedestal. Say, nah, God danger be this. So, I not to blame him. But that shit will not pull. Hey, if you try with some men, this is abroad. I wish in Texas. If you try that kind of BS here, look here, Walmart with the waka enter buy gun come out. All you need now your driver's license. Make I tell you now. You try that BS here. Body bag, no matter whoever is with you, jadeo. Just for you to know that you people are terrible. Okay? You just ruined that man's house. So tell your Bashiru, if you are Bashiru himself, or if you are a friend to Bashiru, just tell him to thank his lucky stars. This is abroad. This is not Nigeria. Now, Nigeria, you go do something where you go, they claim that you be wanting. Abroad be this. To pew your life, now the easiest thing for abroad. Wallahi. They just house and destroy everything there. Yes, sir.
See, the thing is this. He's still there, but he's just quiet now. You're not saying anything. The thing is this, Uncle Benu. As he is, he knows that he's as guilty as F. It's an MF that knows that he's as guilty as F. Why? Because what he does, let us flip the coin. If he is Mr. Kayode and a man comes into your house seeking for refuge and you house him and the man end up scattering your 20 years marriage, what will he do? That's the question that I wanted to ask him. What will affect him?
He cannot answer it. I don't think he's not even up to it. That's what they will be doing now. They'll be moving from platform to platform to platform. Lenny peace. Lenny peace. You guys cannot have peace. I see what you are writing now. You said, who invited Chris and Bashiru to the family house? It was Kayode, the husband, who is board of director of Chris Church in Canada. So meaning what? Let's have this conversation. Sir, the link is there. At least man to man, you can come, may we talk. You know? This one a man to man. If we talk, we can have this conversation. Come and defend this rubbish. Just come in. Click on the link. May we talk. So, if Kayode invited Chris and Bashiru into his house, did he invite Bashiru to be sleeping with his wife? I don't understand. Or what case are you trying to judge now, Mr. Bashiru? Make it make sense. Like I said, now Nigerians wasted they do overhype for pastor that the GO. I've said it here before. Okay? I've said it here before. Me, you cannot come into my house under the pretext of I'm a pastor. And I've said it here before. Apology to all the men of God and pastors out there. If you want to deal with me, carry pastor, put for one side. Talk to me like a man to man. I go understand. But if you they put pastor in, sir, Mr. Benedict, as a man of God, the Lord told me that I can come into your house. Bro, the moment you put her like that, I don't turn off already. Now I go take discharge you now, define so. So I don't know whatever argument you are making, my brother. Click on the link. Let's have the conversation here, man to man. No need to drop out for chat. I know if they find your comment up and down for chat. Make it make sense. How Kayode invited Chris Okafor and Bashiru into his house, and then Bashiru enter in bed. Now the rubbish one I no go fit condone for Nigeria. Now I go they try with people for abroad. Rubbish. Like I see if I see some comment, Gary. Bro, I'm not responding to you. If you really want to talk, click on the link, come over. Let's have the conversation man to man. JJ say, Bashiru, don't incriminate yourself anymore. Stay away from links if you are guilty. Sherry said, but his wife should know better. Yes, the wife should know better, but this is where I blame Mr. Kayode. Mr. Kayode, I think Mr. Kayode treated the wife bad. Let's be candid. Like I said, everything the woman said yesterday, I'm not disputing the aspect of abuse. But it's just that the way she painted the abuse scenario, it makes it look like the entire story is about 85% abuse. Mr. Kayode did not treat his wife well. Definitely the marriage is not going smoothly. I get it. I understand that part. But the way Bashiru and Oga take penetrate the home, that is where me I have issue. Now when me I get issue with that. Eh? Uncle Patrick.
Uncle Bishop Patrick, sir. Correction. Bishop Patrick.
Oh,
Not Uncle Patrick
bishop
again.
now. Sorry, Uncle Patrick, we can't address you as a bishop. You are still our uncle, no matter what. Oh my God. Margaret said, Bashiru is even afraid of Chris. If you remember, you can see how the other guy was talking straight about Chris, but Bashiru was just hiding. I don't want to talk. In fact, now that you mentioned it, Sister Margaret, let me play the video of Bashiru conversation with Auntie Aduni. Make gonna hear Bashiru, Bobo Bash. Here we go.
Just be patient with me. This is 2:49 p.m. Okay.
Hello.
Aha. Before this one, I don't see him. The person that is talking now.
Hello. Good morning, my brother.
Still Bashiru talking.
Good afternoon. Oh, it's afternoon. I'm still feeling like morning. Yeah. I spoke with Debby yesterday. Did she tell you?
Wow. Yeah. Awesome.
She didn't tell you that she called me.
Listen, no.
I've not spoken with her today. Maybe I will call her after this call.
Ah. Okay. So she called me. I thought you guys are close.
She's my sister, yes. We're gonna see today.
Okay.
We're gonna see.
So she didn't sought your permission or talk to you before coming to me?
It's my 100% permission to talk to you. I'm the one that told you that would you like to talk to her, because we already agreed for her to talk to you. Before I even spoke to you, we already concluded that she was going to talk to you. I just needed you to just agree to talk to her, and when you agreed, it was sealed.
Okay. Now I have a very vital question. I have a very vital question. Just one question. You spoke about dating Debby, Ebere, and wanting to marry her. That at the point you were engaged and you were part of the church then. Did you introduce her to your pastor that you were going to marry her? So your pastor knew you, both of you were engaged.
He knew.
So when the engagement broke up, did he know?
I'm not. I don't. I cannot really say about that now.
So how do you now feel knowing that she has a child for? How do you feel knowing she has a child for your pastor?
Hold on, man. Please. I want to say this, please. I'm the one that called you. I'm the one that agreed to speak with you. I just chose to speak solely about myself and nothing else. Sincerely, I want us to have that agreement, and I want us to leave it that way. Please. I want us to leave it that way. I don't want you to say anything concerning anything that is outside myself and Ebere for now.
Now they here?
This is still all about Ebere now.
That's what I'm saying. No other third party, just me and her. What I called you for was to just see what was between us.
Okay.
And why? Because I saw a
it's still
video.
about Ebere. Okay, go ahead.
I saw a video where there is a narrative being painted that she's coming to meet somebody in Canada.
Oh, okay. So that they will not say she's coming to meet you in Canada.
No, but nobody start painting any narrative that is me she's coming to meet. And I just wanted, and I called you back yesterday because I told you that.
Did you guys notice how triggered he got? Abby, you noticed that?
Of course, sir. Something that was meant to be a friendly conversation.
Exactly. Uncle Dayo, I noticed, right? You see the way he got triggered. Huh. Oh God, I pity Debbie, her husband. Oh.
Every man to
I'm not
himself
here
now.
to spoil
As
anybody.
things
I'm
be.
not here to spoil anybody's name. I'm just here to clarify myself and clear myself because she mentioned my name and she painted the wrong narrative and she called me a judge and bail lawyer. That was my annoyance here, and that clear that narrative out of her head. And I told you that immediately she made that video, somebody reached out to me in Canada. And I told you that I was going to reach out to that person if the person is still willing to talk to you. And that was why I called you back, because I called the person and the person said he is willing and ready to tell you everything about Iberi. He told me that he was dating Iberi when I was engaged with her. That most times she leaves his house to come and meet me. So where I just want to get there. I don't want somebody to just come and start. I don't know how to say it, but I'm not. He has agreed and he asked me to give you his number.
Go ahead and give him my number.
No, I'll give you his number. I'll give you his number. He has agreed. He said he's ready to talk to you. So anything you want to ask him, you ask him.
So what's going on with Debbie and her husband? What is the church trying to do about that family case?
You see, that one is a matter for me and you another day.
So now they here.
For time to talk.
Now they here?
Because according to her, the police was even involved.
Worry about that. When we have time, I'm going to talk my own part of the story because right now I'm driving somewhere now.
Okay.
We're going to talk. I'm the one that called you. I called you.
Yeah.
Because when I saw all this I saw the narrative that she's coming to meet somebody in Canada. I just wanted to clear that part that I don't. Since 12 over 11 years ago, that was the last time. That was when we had anything like relationship or engagement together.
When was the last time you spoke with her?
I don't think I've spoken with her in the last. Speaking with her is just saying in the church, hello, hi, and that's all. Not like speaking, talking, standing together and gist or talk or say anything. Like you come to church, oh, good afternoon, how are you? And that's it. Nothing more. In the last over 11 years ago, we have not had any sitting down conversation that nothing. So that's why I was so furious. She mentioned my name. Asked what?
Okay.
What? No, I think he was trying to point the fact that it was the pastor that manipulated her from not continuing a relationship with you. Did you watch the video? An interview with me.
As I said, I just want to maintain this my own part.
I know you want to maintain your part. It was because of what you just said now that I said I was trying to correct that notion. That what she said was that it was because of what she was told that she stopped dating you and she started dating the pastor.
You see?
Well, at least we confirmed that the pastor knew that you guys were together.
My own is that I don't have any dealings with Iberi. I don't have any dealings with Iberi since over 11 years ago. We don't have nothing. I am happily married and I have my children. I have 4 kids. I'm happily married since 2015. And as I said to you before, whatever we had I wasn't a pastor then. I wasn't.
But you were a member of the church. Both of you are member of the same church, and your pastor knew you were going to get married. All right. You can give me the guy's number before I go. Yeah.
So the rest is not important, guys. So
that was it. That was Bashiru. That was the first time I heard him speak, and all he did was to gaslight Iberi. He did not said anything about his boss. He didn't mention even Debbie. As soon as Auntie Adunin raised the question of, okay, what about Debby and her husband? Dude was like, no. We'll talk another day. We'll talk about that another day. Like I said, if there is nothing to cover, if you have nothing to shine away from, at any time, at any day, whenever people spoke about Debby and her husband, you will be willing and ready to give your own account of what went down. As soon as people say, oh, we can't talk, we will talk about it another day, we will not lie. They don't catch this guy pants down. Uncle Dayo, you want to add anything to that?
Sir, I do.
I also want to play the video of Debby yesterday. But go ahead, Uncle Dayo. Might find that video.
Now, number one thing that really proves that this guy is as guilty as F is the way he struggled to control the narrative. And anybody that does that definitely have something to hide. It's when you have something to hide that you will not, that you want to take charge of the conversation. And that was exactly what he did with Auntie Aduni. He took charge of that conversation. It was actually the one that was telling Auntie Aduni that this is what I want to talk about, this is what I want to answer. You cannot ask me this, you cannot ask me that. To me, why being defensive? If you are really sincere and you are really innocent, why are you being defensive like that? That's number one. Number two, the reason why he claimed to have come and speak, that people were saying that maybe Ebere was coming to meet him in Canada. To me, it's flimsy because it was not even founded. And the reason why he actually came was to send Auntie Aduni that person's numbers, somebody that they have prepared to come and gaslight Auntie Aduni. And I wish that Auntie Aduni come online and call that person. I can bet you 100%, whatever that person will say will be pro Chris, pro Bashiru, and destroy every other narrative. They have prepared him. That's why he's pushing to have Auntie Aduni call that person. It's all a game plot. And these people think that we that we are listening, we that we are watching them, we are not smart, Abby. Let them continue. Thank you, sir.
All right. Abby, you want to add anything to that?
No, sir.
Okay. So now I want to play this other video. This is like for those people, anybody who don't want to like watch the entire 7 hours story of Debby. If you actually go to Auntie Aduni's channel and you start playing from 4 hours on the dot, you will get the gist of what really went down between Bashiru, Mr. Kayode, and the wife. Those are the ones that are actually interesting to me. So I'm gonna play. Where do I even start playing this video? I don't need a lot of them. I just need about maybe 10 to 15 minutes of the whole thing. First, I will start from the coconut miracle. Abby, did you hear the coconut miracle yesterday?
I did, sir. I think it's from that place I said to sleep.
I was laughing when Debby was explaining the coconut miracle. Okay. I think Bashiru, the Bashiru that we have here, X-Bash01. He's still doing his defense. Maybe he went back to start playing the video. I don't know, but X-Bash01. I have the link right there. Anytime you are willing to come and contribute, I take it. I assume you are not Bashiru, but if you are Bashiru, it's still all good. But I think this is a conversation we can have man to man. This one is not even maybe you and Auntie Aduni. This is going to be you, myself, and the other men on this platform. We can make it make sense. All right. I think he's talking about Mr. Jimmy, but I saw this comment earlier from our own Bashiru. And this comment, he says, how can Debby be having an affair in the house with her children who are in their 20s, and Debby's mother is a pastor's wife, and they all allow Debby to be having intercourse in the house? May we tell these bros, I mean, may we not tell them. This is
Uncle Beno.
like, Yes, sir.
These bros just I think he just want to find our mouth. But I'm going to give him one. Let me just give him one. Ever since this world has been created, human beings have perfected the art of putting meat in the mouth and the meat is disappearing. Even him that is talking, if he wants to do anything, shenanigans within a house that is full of people, he knows how to go about it and get it done without anybody knowing it. So this narrative that is putting out here makes him look so petty. I'm sorry, if you're hearing me, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just saying this your narrative makes you look and makes your argument look so petty. Please come up with something else, I beg. Thank you.
So my brother, according to your submission, 2 grown adults, they cannot do whatever they want to do. Did you hear how they describe that house? House we get top floor, middle floor, and then you get underground, the way that they call that this thing. They get a plate for New York. I won't forget themselves. Basement. Thank you, Abby. So house we get top floor, ground floor, basement. They no video anywhere. And besides that, 2 grown adults. People where they go walk around together. They no video anything. Bro,
Uncle Beno, don't forget. Even the husband said something. The husband said that when he started seeing his wife going into Bashiru's room to go and be talking, why would she be going to Bashiru's room? Why can't they come outside to be talking? Why? Somebody see. I in fact, I don't know. This guy is just trying to find our mouth.
Bash, I think you are just looking for a way to paint a narrative that can't fly. Most of the people that are following the story, they are smart people, and all of us know as things they be. Peanut, my sister, Peanut said, for me, the marriage is over. Mr. Kayode should count his losses and find a way to divorce his wife, and both of them go their way. Yeah, they can go their way, but the pain is deeper. It's deeper. But anyway, let us hear how Debby described the coconut miracle. They see this Mr. Kayode finish. How is a Pentecostal pastor doing coconut miracle?
Welcome to UB Reactions, the place where we keep it real. Today, we've got some hot topics, so let's jump right in.
All right, listen to Debby describe coconut miracle.
I won't touch it.
So now Pastor Bashiru can say, really? Hey, what happened now? I say, the guy, no. My husband, they talk, say, like, they use prayer. They disturb them for the house. Like I said, they pray at midnight. We don't like noise. You get? Say, they don't pack. So now, Pastor Bashiru can say, yeah, you don't even know how that middle unit be. This one, when God don't do it for my paper, don't come. You know, say, immediately now, my husband will find for his wife and children, whether in a place where they feel rent, not gonna say no, now woman follow you, now family of 6 abroad, they're not they allow family of 6 to stay one room. You get 2 boys, 2 girls. I said the kind of house where you go get now 3 bedroom at least. Girls go there 1 room, boys go there 1 room, husband and wife. This one abroad, they know they do that kind of thing. You know, say, oh really? I say yeah, now woman follow, because you never entered that unit before. So we just gisted. So later I was with my husband. I can't gist my husband. Say, pastor and the wife, they call you. I just gist and waiting with gist. So now my husband said, no, now. I can say, yeah, I educated them. My husband can show me the next house to us. Now our landlord, the landlord when we buy this house from. Now I get that house. The house is a 3-unit house, very massive. The house has been vacant now for 2 years. My husband can say he's trusting God that we will rent that house the way we did this, our current house, and eventually buy it. That he has faith that God is going to give us this next house. I now said, well, it's a good one. He now said in short that he wants to even call Pastor Bashiru and send 100,000 naira to him, make him and drop her for altar as a point of contact to pray concerning us, taking over the next house. Pastor Bashiru get this conversation for his phone. He could show you. My husband can't go. He can't take picture of the next house. He can't send to me. He can't tell me say he don't send to Pastor Bashiru.
Everything is off about this Debby and Bashiru. You see how she said, Pastor Bashiru get all this conversation on his phone if we show you. Okay. Maybe Nami they read too much meaning into it.
So make me send to the wife. Because me and Pastor Bashiru wife, we can't be very good friends. Because in my house. Person put you for house, you know go to talk to Madam of the house. You understand what I'm saying, man? Mm-hmm. Me and the lady, we now became very, very good friends. Once in a while, we used to pray together. Like, at least once a week, she would call.
That's his wife, have you?
Yes, Pastor Bashiru's wife. Will call me. We'll pray together and things like that. So we were very good friends. So my husband comes and now your friend. If he send me, I don't send Pastor Bashiru the picture and I don't send 100K. He can't say make me send the picture to the wife, which I did. Yeah, the wife won't talk because I'm gonna they put us for prayer. So my husband now said the reason why he wants us to take the next house because the up of that next house has 4 bedrooms, the middle has 3 bedrooms, and the basement has 3 bedrooms. He said he has a client that is a manager in Nigeria, a bank manager. He do the client application, they don't approve, and the client say make him help and look for house. That the man get money way. You understand? Say the man say make him help and look for house. Say he's thinking of a situation where our current house we can use it for Airbnb, and we go there that
time. You don't keep me up for 1
yes.
AM. You go pay me for this job where they give me
1 AM.
I dey hear.
So that's how I now told my husband, please, I don't want wahala. I don't want person will go come fight me for my house. So when we were talking, my husband started shouting. We're now quarreling. Pastor Bashiru now called me and told me, said, Debby, sure you know say you be my sister? I can't say yes. I dare your house. Me and you, we come from the same place. Your village and my own, less than 30 minutes. I dare your house. I come go discover, say your brother, now my friend from before. I don't turn your brother. Your nieces, dare your house. And now your husband won't bring in cousin, because you say no.
I don't sleep.
Good. Because they not try this kind of thing. Your husband will talk, say your people
go
dey,
finish.
you don't want to know.
Finish,
even if they want to fight you, my sister, I'm bringing people come. When you talk to me, I come because you can't apologize to your husband.
Bila, go start for where you
I can't go with my husband. I can't tell her, say I'm sorry. Okay, because if he come. So now so because he come, Bashiru will not intervene. Anytime my husband starts calling, Bashiru will call me. He will say, don't talk anything, keep quiet. Now man, it be. Give a me the talk. Just say sorry. He don't even let me talk my side of the story. I listen to this. I don't even want saga. I don't get power for saga. But I know the kind of my way I get. I know I make wahala start. Anger issue all over the place. In my house. I just keep quiet. Majority of the time, my husband now, if anything happens, because he comes to say, Pastor, no, they come and let me talk, or Pastor, they always support him. He could just go report me to Pastor. Any small thing, my husband would report me to Bashiru. He could report me to Bashiru. That one would just call me, say, go and kneel down, go beg your husband. I will go beg my husband. Now, this time around, the cousin come to my house. This was like December in 2024, December. Their house, swallow finish. Remember, I said I don't lose job, I don't get work. I need all they provide since I know they shout. Nobody know. Finish. When my husband begin to shout, he raised down the house that day. Everywhere going to catch fire. He say that now rice, like the fridge, we get 2 soup. Now because he go cook the soup, he cook malubo, their traditional soup and they go say, don't swallow to the chopper. He said, why swallow not dey this house? I could try explain to her, say, swallow don't finish. I don't get money. When I come go ask you for money, just like you say, you no go give me. Visitors they house, pick and easy. Go they shout the more. The day my husband come call for meeting, gather the whole everybody were at the house. They rake that day. 8 hours now my husband they do meeting that day, come they quarrel. Then they talk, I don't talk anything. But she will just come time for me, say, if he hear thing from my mouth, make I don't talk anything. I just keep quiet. Husband come talk. He get ready talk. Which now he calls, he say, "Aboda me, ha! This your wife. He kind of. Only you just they talk since woman when you just they abuse they talk. She not even say anything. But the pastor, what you said even they do not they good. I the woman. You know easy to just see that they receive all this kind of blow. Even explain herself. Make we even know what happened. I collect it. Person I be no one make come my house. I can't tell the house swallow take finish. I like Pastor Bashiru because say, why you not go meet your husband? Ask her. Tell her say swallow don't finish, you don't get money. I just break down. Then they say, I meet my husband. I say no, they give me money. Then my husband say, why you go give me money? Ma, I vex. Now I come tell them say, guys, let me they provide for these houses. I don't lose my job. I still they provide. Then they put me on EI, employment insurance, where they put people if you lose work. They don't stop. I know they get EI again. And then my husband know. And all the bills when they come out from my account, I weekly they say they drag me. Only child support when they enter my account. Now I think they pay bills. It's not even enough. I could take this money. This man make it hard join. No go free.
Wait to Debbie said child support they enter her account. Please, those of you who live in Canada, how does that work? Do Canada pay children every month? Because I don't understand. She said child support they enter her account. Is that like a kind of benefit or what kind of program is that? Please let me know in the chat, please. It be like I say I go move to Canada or this one where they just collect free money.
Go insult me. What will I
No,
do?
Uncle Ben in the
Will I
UK.
still continue carrying load? And if they do immigration, if they get money.
In the UK, they have that kind
Yeah,
payment.
so it's weekly up until the child is 18.
They pay them.
Yeah, they give children money, yeah. To the parents.
Yes, you be.
Even when they are married with husband, they still give the children money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Is it because they are out of job or what?
No, so with the ones that have whatever base of income, there's others, benefits available, which falls under universal credit. But generally, being a British kid, you get paid weekly until you're 18. Anyway, regardless of your parents' income, that's always been a thing. But then there's more for those that have a certain kind of income or need help from the government. That falls under universal credit.
I'm moving to Canada.
That falls under universal credit and what's it called? And the income of the household. But whether or not the income of the household is looked at, British children get weekly money until they're 18 years old.
Hey, we
Canada.
Jamie Love said it's called child support. They do it every country abroad. Not every country. Donald Trump no pay me shishio. Modaro.
Before Donald Trump, what happened to your children? They don't give you that.
Donald Trump no give me shishio. Shishio. Modaro. They go Canada. So as I get to the pikin now woof money.
Yeah, it's not much. It's not much.
Moshi. I don't come to the wrong abroad. Now the wrong abroad idea, I swear.
It's not anything that is worth it, to be honest.
It's worth it. Anything abroad, worth it, Jare. What are you saying, Ke?
It's not a lot of money.
I beg go. Shishi, they don't give us for year. Eh? They go Canada or Europe.
UB is for the children, not for you. For the children upkeep.
Not be the parent they collect them. Auntie Grace, not be the children they collect them. Not be parent they collect them.
Because then they feed the children and clothe the children.
I come to the wrong abroad. They go Canada. I go born more. My born life 12.
You don't want to give me money to go market. Now, like Bashiru and his cousin go here say, now me they provide things. Like the cousin go help begin shout.
Uncle Ben, Uncle Ben.
Yes.
You asked to ask when it is live. It just went live.
Okay, and it's live now.
Yeah, she just went live.
Okay, we will round up like maybe 10 minutes. I need to go join the rest of this story, but I want you guys to hear this one real quick.
Like Pastor, because if they inside this house, if they eat this food, they say no. This is not right. The man can't speak up because you know what, Mr. Kayode, from today, I beg, I want the parents, please. You guys are going through a lot. I want to be a part of this. allow me to be paying rent or pay utility bills or providing food. Anything you want me to do, I want to be doing it. I can't be here and my sister here will now be carrying all this load. She doesn't have money anymore. Please. Now my husband was there. No, don't worry, Pastor. Don't worry now. He said, no, don't tell me that, Mr. Kayode. The very next day, Pastor Bashiru and my husband cousin, they can't go no frills and Walmart. They can't go stock the house up with food stuff. From that day onward, Pastor Bashiru now took it upon himself to be buying food in the house. Because my husband will tell her how he will contribute towards the rent. He will come with my husband, he will say, sir, I have a social amount. Can I transfer this to you? As I say, no, you're going to pretend. You need the money, but you're going to pretend. Pastor Bashiru will just, all these things why they tell you, my receipts day. He now took it upon himself. He said, you know, go there as make a woman they buy food in the job. No, he can't do that. He now started buying. That's how he started buying things in the house. My husband don't move. Around.
Okay. I want us to leave it here. We will pick up from here tomorrow. But these are the things I want us to ponder on by the time we come back tomorrow. And I'm going to ask Uncle Dayo and Auntie Grace, as well as Abi, their take. Because, of course, I would like to join Auntie Aduni shortly, the story they sweet. You heard it when I started. I said the first thing this guy did that really pissed me off was how he decided to step up in the midst of chaos. When husband and wife are having issue regarding feeding and everything in the house, the wife came out and said she's the one who has been paying for everything in the house. Bashiru, that has been living in that house for that long, decided that was the very moment he now want to put up his big boy's pants. He now started going to Walmart to go and buy food and grocery to put in the house. Dude was undermining Mr. Kayode in his own house. Number one. Two, according to what I gathered from the chat so far now, this child benefit, like Peanut said, where is that comment from Peanut again? Okay, like Peanut said here, that it is possible that Kayode was not dropping money for the house because of the child payment. And I've heard that this child payment used to cause a lot of trouble in abroad too, in Europe and the like. But let's face it, if the government is giving the children money, maybe 3 kids, and they are getting about $500 every month from the government, how are the parents supposed to use that money? If the money is used to cover food, does that mean the man is not dropping money in the house? Auntie Grace, you understand what I'm saying, man?
Yeah. I think it also depends on the family. Like some family will use it to open an account for the children. They might be spending out of it. It might not necessarily be everything. But with what I didn't listen to everything because at some point I just came back. I got a call. I was on a call. I really didn't listen to her properly, so that's my problem. That's why I'm struggling.
It's not her. It's just because at the point she said she's getting child support. But you remember when I was asking now that are they?
So I think the thing is that she was just determined to disgrace the man, and then Bashiru or Bashir himself they were just about showing macho. You are here flexing. What are you and all that? That was an opportunity for him to just come and spread his tentacle and begin to shop. What was he shopping? Why didn't he leave them alone? I think all these are just stories to cover up what they are doing as far as I'm concerned, obviously. The man of the house, he's your husband. You don't just come and start telling them I'm providing. And the man just come up and say, okay, this is the time I want to contribute. That was just the time for them to like, okay, let's just expose him. Let me just take control. Let me just spread my tentacle and take my place in the house. That is what they were doing as far as I'm concerned. So all these they are shenanigans. They plan what they are saying. It is what it is. Like you were saying, the man is a Muslim. It's got nothing to do with Muslim. The man did not repent to become a Christian. He repented to become Chris Okafor. That church, whatever they are doing is Chris Okafor, not Christianity. He repent and become Chris Okafor, not Christian, not Muslim, nothing. It's got nothing to do with Muslim. They are just Chris Okafor.
Right?
Uncle Benio.
Life is beautiful. I come, sir. Life is beautiful. Say some guys don't give their wives money because their wife is getting child tax benefit. My question is, if the wife is getting child tax benefit and she spend it on food.
Uncle Ben, Mr. Bashiru is on the phone. No. On the phone. Mr. Bashiru is on the phone.
With AA.
Yes.
With AA. Wow.
Maybe we don't finally trigger them to go make call now. So my question is, if the woman is getting child tax benefit and use that to buy food for house, does that qualify that the man is not taking care of the house?
Uncle Beno.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Beno, there are two things there. If Bashiru is sincere, if you find yourself in such a situation, this is what is supposed to do, because this is what I will have done. I will have called Mr. Kayode behind, man to man. Instead of me going to market myself to go and to take over his home and buying food stuff for the house, I will call him and say, talk to him man to man. See, you have been taking care of me for so long. Now that I know things are not that going well for you, allow me also to step in. I'll be giving him the money. Even the wife will not even know. I'll give him the money. Use this to get food stuff for the house. It will be between me and him. Nobody needs to know. That's what a man of God is supposed to have done, as a brother would. But this one that came out openly, immediately the wife said that she's the one that I've been providing. I say, you will not be eating food that the woman is paying. That means you saw an opportunity to show your aggrandizement and you took it.
Do you actually believe this? He was just following the woman to the shop. The woman was using the money for the children, and then it was a means of them going on walk, going on shopping, and coming back and say, Mister, where was he making money from? Was he bringing money from Nigeria?
Actually, they're supposed to be sending him money, because normally they're supposed to be sending him money. If the people that sent him to go to Canada to go and start a church, they're supposed to be giving him his full salary, and then they're supposed to be sending him money also for whatever he's going to be doing on their behalf. So he's supposed not to be without money. That one's true.
Because it was a plan work to make the family. It was a plan work to make the family among Christopher and
which they have done for years, which they have done for 7 months already, feeding on them, milking them and all. Independent, fully independent on them.
And as soon as the husband vests, we were all boss, you can't go rent house. Now you won't go rent house. We will come back to this conversation tomorrow. I want everyone to join at Aduni so that we can hear the whole story and then we can come back to analyze it together. Thank you, everybody who joined us for today's show. Tomorrow, we continue. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I know Abby will have Recap Central. So wherever we stop tomorrow, then Abby will continue with our Recap Central. Let's go join Auntie Aduni. There are so many lessons to learn from this saga. This one now don't pass Doris and Chris Okafor. He don't there for another level now. Hey, Jesus. Hey, Nigeria, my people. Anyway, Auntie Grace, thank you very much, ma. I'll see you tomorrow. All of us go meet for Auntie Aduni show. Uncle Dio, thank you very much for hanging out with me.
Thank God.
Thank you. Good night, everyone. Let me see if I can join Auntie Aduni briefly. Thank you. Yeah,
Yes,
bye.
good night, everybody.
Good night, my darling Abby. Bye. Bye.
Many of the house won't go here with Bashiru they talk.
I'm already using to device.
I know, it don't run. She's already there.
Because I'm on laptop, I'm on iPad.
She's already there, Abby.
Uncle Ben, but you need me to listen so that I can bring.
Yeah. Please listen. I will even be listening on my way to work now. Thank you, Cherish Olivia.
See you later.
Thank
Bye.
you, my sister. Life is beautiful. X-Bar Shot 1. I think you and I, we might get along. but it's just a matter of time anyway. But thank you for your contribution at the same time. Sister Chinye, thank you. Let us go and continue our proko for Sister Auntie Aduni's page. Unique said, Uncle B, please take a moment to reflect on Bashiru's past behavior. He has a history of being dishonest and cannot be relied upon when it comes to women. Blood of Zachariah. I know. I saw him. I watched some of his video. I knew that this guy is a liar. He just see opportunity to mess with other people, women, and he's enjoying it. Eh? All right, let's meet at Auntie AA's platform. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you. Please remember to hit the like as you leave the show. Don't forget to click the like, hit the like, or I go come hit you. I'm just kidding. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.
UBMC, we rise. Learn the skills, yeah, we go online. Uncle Ben will show the way we shine. Create your dream, build your life. UBMC, it's our time. UBMC, it's our time. UBMC, it's our time. UBMC, it's our time.
Welcome to UB Reactions, the place where we keep it real. Today, we've got some hot topics, so let's jump right in.